don't think I didn't see that message there, Pross. You're going to the whisper, but appreciate it. Good evening, everyone, and also another sub happening. It is me. Thank you for the 10-month resub there, Puzzle Dan. Greatly appreciated. Also, Connor with the 5 gifted subs there, going to Alicat, Jogging Chum, Pyro Pick Me, Anisette Brig Bother in space. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs there, Connor, before we've even started. That's crazy. We've had a few people following as well. Fathanaziz, Big Man Arun, and NASCAR 1986 all followed very recently. Thank you very much for all the follows. Welcome to Wipeout. You're already entering into the lobby, which is what we love to see happen. CKCC is all you need to enter into Twitch chats to play the game, and then from that point onwards, you can either answer is a whisper, or you can answer in public chat, and your message will get deleted once it is accepted. And we'll talk about exactly what you need to say in a moment. But let me say hello to people in chat first. So, first of all, top of the top, we have Mick Like Substance. Hello there. Then AB Me, Connor, Comedy Fan, Ninja Warrior Boy, D Whiffing, welcome, and welcome to this wonderful stream. We will give you a rundown of how everything goes down once we get there. First thing you need to do if you do want to play is enter in that room code of CKCC so you can see your name appear as a player on this list. That's the minimum you need to do to play the game, and then once your name is up there, then you're entered and you'll be able to play the game proper. There you are. Hello there, Jay White. Hello there, Score Count. Hello, Top 1 Gaming, Drahuska, Cetra. The Naked Grandma is in the house, as always. V-Town, hello there. Catnip, hi. Lugaroo, Inca, Colo, Lucario. Hello, Lucario. Adster, Matt the Ref, Brig, Anisep, Cetra, Coolio, Shapes. We all like Shapes. Hodders, ABB, Cast 7th. Repeating apparently. The Real Dev, hello there, Dev. Jack Wilfred, Oni, Drahuska, Lingo Maniac, Timor, hello there, Timor as well. And Hodders, I think I've already said. And hello to everyone else that's not said hello anything. Hello, Egg as well. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. So, yes, this is Wipeout. It is the game of many fortunes. Clean game is no wipeouts, indeed. So, the premise of this game, certainly the game that I do, is sort of the opening round, but a bit longer, and you all bid simultaneously. So you'll have some question, and then you'll have 16 answers appear on the board. 11 of them are correct answers for the question. 5 of them are wrong answers for the question. Now, in some game shows, getting a wrong isn't too bad. But on this show, getting a wrong is not what you want to do. Because all of the doots, which is my sort of score value we have over here, is the doots. Think of that as pounds or dollars, but they're sort of a virtual currency. All of your doots that you've earned up to that point will be, as 8Minky has emoted, will be gone. It will be wiped all the way down to 0, hence the name Wipeout. So, wrong answers are wipeouts. They will wipe your score down to 0, regardless of where you bid. Now, I said the word bid, which is a bit weird to say, because those that are familiar with the main show, bids happen on round 2. This is a sort of, like I say, mass multiplayer version of it, so it's a mishmash of round 1 and round 2. You get to bid your answers all at the same time. And a bid is some set of answers that you feel confident in locking in on. And you can lock in up to 11 answers, as there are 11 answers that should be correct on the board. And you just submit however many you feel confident on locking in. If all of the answers you submit in your message or messages in the bidding time, if they're all correct, then you'll earn the amount of doots allotted to that. And you get an increasing amount of doots for each successive correct answer in your bid. So 1 correct, I forget my allocations now, but I think it's like 100 doots for 1 correct. Your second correct answer adds an extra 200. Your third correct adds an extra 300, and so on. So it's sort of triangle-ish numbers, if you're thinking, they're sort of triangle-ish, which means the best you can do is 6,600 doots on 1 board. That's if you can get all 11 correct in 1 bid. But of course, if in any of that there is a wipeout, then the entire sequence you give me is treated as a wipeout answer, and your score is wiped to 0. And we will be playing a total of 5 boards. So do bear in mind that whatever score you finish on board number 1 will carry over into board number 2 and can still be wiped out. It is not banked and saved. It is carried over and can still wipe out even when you get to like board number 5. You might have a massive lead of like 20,000 doots over everyone else, however unlikely that could be. But one single wipeout answer on board number 5 wipes the entire lot to 0. It's a very cruel game, but it is a game of many fortune swings, let's put it that way. It's a lot of fun, and with pretty much everything in my arsenal, the questions are community driven, and there are some allowances to those that are playing against their own board, because obviously there would be a swift advantage to that player if they were to play against their own board, because they would just be guaranteeing themselves 6,600 doots. So in that situation, if the author is playing, they can sit back and relax, but they get 2,000 doots for their trouble. So for the trouble of actually writing the board, they get themselves 2,000 doots or something along those lines. I forget the exact numbers I've put, but that's essentially it. They get themselves 3 doots and they just sit back. They're sort of in the middling average of how well a board should perform. So that's basically how my version of Wipeout works. And I say, do 5 boards in total. The main show, normally round 1 is like 3 boards, but they also then have the auction round, which is then another 2 or 3 boards. So it sort of averages out. The game's a bit longer than usual, but hey ho, it's just what it is. And we'll be doing 2 full games. So we'll be doing a game of 5 boards and then another game of 5 boards. So in this first set of boards, I need to put the IDs in, otherwise we'll be playing an old game. So let me quickly do that. There we go. So I've hooked up, hopefully, the first 5 boards for this evening. Across this entire evening, we actually have boards authored by 8Minky, Clive of Legend, Adster, Colo, Ramsey Fox that is, Royal Flush, and JPB 1982. Those are the authors of all the boards that you'll see coming up this evening. Now you'll notice I didn't call out 10 names there. That's because in a couple of occasions we have someone submitting quite a few boards, and I've picked one for each game, so they will have some author advantage in both games. Won't necessarily be in the same place in each game, but they will have some advantage in both. Just for that one board, that's all. Too late to bet. What's the bet for? I didn't even see the prediction happen. Will anyone score a clean game? Ooh, that's an interesting prediction. Will there be a prompt to start the bidding correct? Indeed, yes, V-Town. So it will say the name of the board, the basic question of the board. I'll explain a little extra stuff that I can see in my end, and then I'll say 60 seconds starts now. I press the button, and then Twitch chats, the bot itself, QuizBot3000, will say bidding is open, start sending your messages now. And it will also give you time updates as well, like saying 30 seconds left, 15 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Get your bids in now, otherwise they will not be counted. QuizBot, you can either do public chat or you can whisper to QuizBot3000. Either will work. If you go publicly with your messages, the bot should delete your message so that other people wouldn't be able to see your message, unless of course they have special extensions in their browser. So that's about it. That's pretty much how it all works. Did Catnip just spend 25,000 dukes on a prediction? Well, we will sort of find out. Watch the chat, not stream for the timing in DJ Whites. So your stream could be anything up to like 10 seconds delayed from what the Twitch chat is saying. But luckily in this game, there's a bit of leeway because it's 60 seconds of bidding. So as long as you get your bids in within 50 seconds, then you should be fine and allow that 10-second latency. And did Dev just spend 50k on a prediction? Maybe. Well, it's your Duke coin, I suppose. We've got quite a few names in. I'm going to have to readjust the leaderboard in a moment again, aren't I? You can, Coolio, yes. You can play public chat or whisper. They either or should work. What is my webcam doing? My webcam is all sorts of jaundiced. My face is rather jaundiced, and I don't know why. Because it's trying to auto-white balance, that's why. Let's get a bit of red in my face, at least. Because I am slightly red. There we go. I'm not jaundiced anymore. Hello there, Arkadar. Welcome. You got a chance to get into the game right now if you want. This is the last chance to get into this first game. Won't give you too long. We'll start this game in about 30 seconds. Webcam loves just these webcams from Logitech. They're all right. They do the job, but they can sometimes be really screwy with the white balance and exposure control. So yeah, stuff and things. Right, are we all in? I think we're all in. So let me go to the right layout. I need that layout open. And if we are all ready, then let's play Wipeout.
Let's play Wipeout.
Absolutely. And before we do that, I also need to fix the leaderboard so that you all can see your sen. Leaderboard table. Reduce the size of the table so that you can see your sen. I still need to update the code so it auto sizes. Toad Boy's probably chopped off the end. Should be fine with that. So hopefully you can all see that now. All the names. Yep, I can see that. So should be all right. And should be able to see the to go as well. Beautiful. You did make it in indeed, Toad Boy. So this is the first game. And if we're ready, let's have a quick look. And let's see what the first board is. First board is diet and exercise. And this is an 8 Minky question. Answers. Which 11 of these have been a venue of one of Pro Golf's 4 majors? 11 of these are the names of golf courses or venues that have hosted, on at least one occasion, the Masters, the PGA Championship, the US Open, or the Open Championship. The 5 Wipeout answers are brand names of food for those on a vegan diet. So 11 of these are golf courses that are on the Pro Golf 4 Major Tour, or one of the tours. 5 of them are names of vegan diet foods. 11 right, 5 wrong. 60 seconds starts now. I'm going to say thank you to 8 Minky on this board. They will be granted an early 2000 Dutes. Only bid as many as you feel confident, but you must bid at least one. You cannot just abstain on a board. You must bid at least one. Yes, 8, you could just sit back and do nothing. Got 25 seconds left, everyone else. You do need to put a bid in by the end of that time, though. Looking to Coolio, Dev, Westernator, and Lucario. Okay, everyone has a bid in. Connor and Drahuskar going for their balls to the wall, full 11, as always. Last few seconds. That is time, and it says 15 answers were picked from the board, so there will be no further bidding on this board. All of the answers will be revealed. So, 2 players going for the bold 11 strategy, as always. Procyon thinks they know 9. Brig thinks they know 8. There's some bold bidding going on, and then there's some 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s. Luckily, no one not bidding, so everyone will be safe from an early wipeout count. Now, I've put in some new code, which should change the order in what it reveals now. We will find out if it does work or not, but we'll see. Let's find out if the new code works, as I've not actually tested it, but the theory is it should work. So, first one we are going to reveal is Pebble Beach. 22 players decided to go for Pebble Beach. Is that a correct answer? It is a correct answer, yes. Pebble Beach, oh, hang on, let me put it into live ranking mode as well, sorry. Pebble Beach Golf Links in California hosted the 6th US Open in 2019. Sorry, their 6th US Open in 2019. Should use the right word there. That is a golf course. So that's the first right answer dealt with. Both Connor and Drahuska still on for the full 11. Next, Boulder Canyon. Lucario is actually safe, I've just noticed. Lucario did go for a bid of 1 and is now safe. No more answers to give. They're going to end that board on 100 points. Boulder Canyon, we're going to be revealing next, though. Is that a golf course? It is not, no. Boulder Canyon is a brand of potato chips owned by the snack food company of Utz. It's a vegan brand, I'm afraid, not a golf course. So, just like that, Clive, AB Me, Milklight, Connor, Puzzle Dan, Brig, Oni, Drahuska, Naked Grandma, Tupple One Gaming, Anicept, Cetra, Jack Wilfred, Lingo, and JPB already finding a wipeout, which means the rest of their bids will be a 0. And we'll be ending this round on 0. Goodness me. All of the high bidders gone already, apart from Procyon. Apologies to Procyon, still has a bid of 8 alive. The next highest that's still alive looks to be a bid of 5 from Lugaroo and Catnip. Let's keep revealing. Next one we're going to reveal is Torrey Pines. Torrey or Torrey Pines. That is the correct answer, yes. That is in California, hosted the 2008 US Open. Next one to reveal is Chambers Bay. Oh, actually, looking at some more people that are finished now. Colo and D Whiffing, they have finished their bidding. They are safe. They're going to be ending on 300 and 100 respectively. We're going to be revealing Chambers Bay now, that 14 players went with. That is the correct answer, yes. In Washington State, hosted the 2015 US Open. Anyone else safe now? Inca, now safe. No more left to give, ending on 300. Toadboy, the same, ending on 100 though. But they are safe and ending on a positive. Next to reveal is Oak Hill. Oak Hill. That's the correct answer. Oak Hill Country Club in New York will host the 4th PGA Championship in 2023. And Car is now safe. No more left to give, ending on 600. Any more else out? Adster also out there, ending on 100. Next one we're going to reveal is Southern Hills. Southern Hills. That's the correct answer. Southern Hills Country Club in Oklahoma hosted both the US Open and PGA Championships in multiple occasions. Anyone out on that one? Drew Tom is now safe. No more left to give, ending on 300. And that's all to say so far, I think. Still some left to give. Procyon with 5 still to play with. Catnip still with 4 to play with. The next one we're going to reveal is Olympia Fields. Certainly has that that feel of regalness, I suppose, that golf courses are often named by. Olympia Fields? It is indeed. Olympia Fields Country Club in Illinois. Most recently hosted the US Open in 2003. Westernator is now safe. No more left to give, ending on 1500 on round number 1. A good score to end on. Any more else safe there? Catnip now with 3 left to give. We keep going then. Next to reveal is Cherry Hills. Catnip saying barely have no idea on this one, just threw a few guesses. Well, maybe it'll work for you, Catnip. Maybe it'll work. Cherry Hills, we're going to reveal. You have this one on your bid as well as Procyon does. Is a correct answer. In Colorado, has hosted the US Open and PGA Championships on multiple times. Procyon still with 3 to go. Catnip with 2 to go. Comedy Fan also 2 to go. Let's keep revealing. Moodley Manor. Moodley Manor. That's a lovely name, isn't it? Of the players that can still score here, Coolio, Timor, Shapes, and V-Town went with Moodley Manor. Is this a golf course or is this a vegan brand? I'm afraid it's a vegan brand. Moodley Manor line includes many meat substitutes, so they're a meat substitute company. I'm afraid that is a wipeout, so I'm afraid to you 4, as well as the other 5 that were previously wiped out, you're going to be ending this round on a 0. 4 right and 3 wrong left to reveal. Next one we're going to reveal is Quail Hollow. Now, it's got a name of a bird in it. I don't know if a vegan product would have a name of a bird in it unless they're saying that they're directly making a quail substitute. Quail Hollow is a golf course. Quail Hollow Club in North Carolina hosted the 2017 PGA Championship. Procyon with 2 left, Lupine with 1 left, score count with 1 left. Jay White, you are now safe, no more left to give. You end with your 100 doots. 3 of each left on the board now. Next one I'm going to be touching is Fresh Meadow. Now, a term like Fresh Meadow certainly sounds like it's a food product. But is it a golf course? It is a golf course, yes. Fresh Meadow Country Club in New York hosted the 1932 US Open and the 1930 PGA Championship. It certainly sounded wipeouty, but it was a correct answer all the way back in the 30s. Procyon and Catnip with 1 left to give now. Matt the Ref is safe, no more left to give on 600. Comedy Fan still has 1 left to give. Itogi is now safe. Their 1 has been accepted, ending this round on 100. There's still 2 correct answers. There are no overbids, surprisingly. We keep going. Next one I'm going to be revealing is Winged Foot. Winged Foot. Again, going down that line of, well, it's talking about a bird, and normally vegans, they don't want bird products. They're going to be doing substitutes of, so why would they have the name be directly related to the bird unless they're doing meat substitutes of a bird? But then it doesn't really sound like a golf course, does it? It is a golf course in New York, hosted its 6th US Open in September of 2020. Procyon, Lupine, all safe now, no more to give. Catnip still has 1, Lugru still has 1. Comedy Fan and Real Dev still have 1. Candlelight Score Count still have 1. And also Hodders, still not yet off the mark, but still has 1 left to give. And there's only 1 right answer left to reveal. There are still 3 wipeouts on this board. We're going to be revealing Pecan Valley, which Comedy Fan Dev Score Count went with in the non-wipeout zone. Is this the name of a golf course? Is this the final golf course? Or is this a vegan brand? That was the last golf course on the board. Pecan Valley Golf Club in Texas hosted the 1968 PGA Championship. So that does mean the last 3 up on the board there, Earth Balance, Sweet Earth, and Kite Hill, are all vegan brands. So let's quickly go over them in order. Kite Hill, I'm afraid to Luguru and Catnip, that is a wrong answer. Where was that? Kite Hill produces artisan almond milk foods, including yogurts and pastas. Earth Balance, that Kenda and Hodders went with. They make spreads and dressings among other products, and the last one we did not have any answers for was Sweet Earth, which makes a variety of fresh and frozen meals and snacks. So at the end of that board, we have quite a few. We have 18 players with a non-zero score. Connor, I must say, you did admirably well in that game. You got 10 right, but just the 1 wipeout meant you hit 0 for that board. Oh, that is you hate to see that happen. You really do. That is so unlucky. But up on the top there, Procyon in first place with 4,500. 8 Minky with the author bonus in 2,000. And then we have Lupine and Westernator tied third on 1,500. But we still have 4 boards to play with. Is that board par for the course? Well, we will find out as we go to board number 2. Board number 2 concerns... And Amazeballs gets snubbed for the 16th year running. Thank you, Clive, for this board. And I'm hoping that things render correctly. Answers. Yes, they do. Which of these words have been selected as Word of the Year by Oxford University Press? Every year since 2004, Oxford University Press has selected a word that defines the year just gone, for better or for worse. 11 of these have been Word of the Year, 5 have not. In some years, different words were chosen for the UK and US, and both could appear on this list. Also, 2020 was such an unprecedented year that a report on the language of the year was produced in lieu of a single word, and none of those words in the 2020 list appear on this list. 11 are right, 5 are wrong. 60 seconds starts now. And it rendered! I'm so glad it rendered, Clive. We have 30 seconds left. Drahuska with a bid of 10. No complete bids yet. Oh no, Drahuska is going for a complete bid of 11. Hodders with a bid of 9. Procyon and Oni with a bid of 7. We also have Connor trying to reclaim victory, going for a bid of 11. There is 10 seconds left. Don't worry, Clive. 5 seconds. Everyone with a bid in is what we like to see, and all of the answers have been picked. So someone has certainly gone with crying emoji, and someone has got laughing crying emoji, and someone has gone for the aubergine. Okay, so all of them have been taken, and yeah, luckily the work that I've done on Time Shock recently meant that I could get all of the current emojis in and working. So yeah. Thankfully, now I can render emoji in this game with very little problem. There may be issues with skin tone modifiers, potentially. I don't know how Texas Pro deals with that. But other things, including flags, should deal with fine. Okay, so we're going to go through them all. 11 of these are right, 5 are wrong. Let's go to the live board, and let's start revealing some answers. First we're going to reveal is unfriend. Certainly seems like a hot word that may have been introduced in the era of Facebook and MySpace and all that kind of thing. Unfriend is indeed one of the words of the year. 2009 in the US. Sort of the US word of the year in 2009 was unfriend. Indeed, also a thriller movie, and also had a follow-up sequel as well. Next one. Vape. I mean, it's all the trend, all the trend with all the people. I mean, I don't vape, I don't smoke or anything like that, but a lot of people do. Vape is correct. 2014 word of the year in 2014 was vape. No one is safe yet. No, sorry, Itogi is safe. My bad. You are finishing this round on 400 points. 400 dukes. Very well played. Next, omnishambles. Oh, such a great word. Was used in the thick of it, I believe. But was it coined in the... Well, I say coined. Was it chosen as word of the year? It was indeed in 2012, the year of our Olympics, the UK word of the year. Again, first used in the thick of it in 2009, but grew popularity in the political sphere in 2012. Anyone safe there? JPB is now safe. No more left to give. Ending on 600 in this. And also Car 7th safe on 700. That's what we like to see. Nice, easy start. Let's keep going. There's still 5 wipeouts up there, though. We are going to one of the emoji. And it has rendered in text chat as well. It's all working. So, would Oxford University Press really... Would they really choose an emoji as word of the year? Yes, they would. Absolutely, they would. Yes, 2015. The first ever emoji word of the year was the crying smile emoji. So, absolutely correct. My Twitch chat is doing weird things. I have just noticed it's saying connecting to chat. And it's brought me back. So, there may be some things happening with Twitch chat in a moment. I don't know. But we'll keep an eye on it. But yes, laughing, crying emoji was 2015 first ever emoji word of the year. Quizbot sneeze, possibly. We'll find out. Next one. Youthquake. Youthquake. 16 players went with Youthquake. No, Youthquake. Is it a word of the year? It was, yes, in 2017. A significant cultural, political, or social change arising from the actions or influence of young people. A youthquake is one of the words of the year. Top 1 Gaming now safe as well. No more left to give. AB Me also safe on that particular bid. There's still 6 right, and there's still 5 wipeouts up there. We've not revealed any of the wipeouts so far. Let's keep going. We're now going to Sudoku, a favoured 1 to 9 numerical puzzle. Was it really word of the year? Surprisingly so, yes. In 2005, the UK word of the year was indeed Sudoku, or Sudoku, however you would like to pronounce it. Not Sudoku. It's an O is the second vowel, not a U. It's not Sudoku, it's Sudoku, at the very least. 5 right and 5 wrong left of the board to reveal. And we're going to keep going. Next one we're going to reveal. Toxic. Ah, brilliant. A wonderful word. Still a popular word in the current era. Was it word of the year? Toxic? It was indeed in 2018. Not just specifically in terms of the modern uses of toxic behaviour or environments, but also to do with toxic chemicals, as in pollution or the nerve agent poisonings. So many uses of the term toxic were chosen there, essentially, for the word of the year in 2018. And Britney Spears intensifies. So who's safe now? Dev, Lupine, Lucario, Inisk, Kendallite, Jack Wilfred, Colo, all safe on that particular answer. No more left to give. There's still 4 correct answers. We've not even touched the wipeout so far. Where are we going next? Tweet. I mean, Twitter's certainly popular. Question is, would Oxford University Press particularly go with a coined term for a specific brand or not? I mean, unfriend, I guess you could say, is a coined term for Facebook in that kind of regard. Tweet? Afraid not. No, never been word of the year. So tweet is a wrong answer. It is a wipeout. So anyone that said that, you are back down to 0. Which means Westernator, Comedy Fan, Jay White, Toadboy, D Whiffing, Connor, Oni, Luguru, Catnip, Timor, Milklike, Nekagramma, Vitandra, Who's Good, Lingo, all getting wiped out there despite your quite sizable bids. Connor there with 16 correct answers, but 2 wipeouts meant they are ending on a 0 in this board. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Well, that's one of the wipeouts revealed at the very least. Let's keep going. Next one to reveal. Trumpism. I mean, the last 4 years have been all about Trumpisms, but has it ever been word of the year? Again, no, Trumpism, not a word of the year by Oxford University Press. So Matt the Ref adds to Puzzle Dan, Westernator joining the masses down at the bottom there on a 0. You can't leave mid-game, Toad Boy. You can't leave mid-game, Toad Boy. You still got 3 balls to play. You still got 3 balls to play. Don't worry about it. I mean, if you actually have to leave to do other things, you have a rehearsal. All right, well, that's fine. It just means you'll just get wipeouts for the rest of the game. That's all. Still 4 correct and 3 wrong answers on the board. Then next one I'm going to be revealing is Epic. Epic. Again, used. I don't know if it's used that often these days. Maybe in the 2000s, but like these days, the youth are all talking about Pog these days, rather than Epic. Epic memes, epic gamer moment. I suppose. Is it a word of the year though? Yeah. It's not. I'm afraid it is not a word of the year. So Comedy Fan also joining the masses down in the wipeout zone there. The youth, I know. Absolutely the youth. I am an old man confirmed. So that's another wipeout. 3 wipeouts were revealed in 3 answers. There's still 4 correct and there's still 2 wipeouts left on the board. Procyon hoping they have the 4 correct answers left in their bid and no wipeouts. Next we're going to reveal is Simples. Simples. Surprisingly so, yes. And if you're in the US, you don't know why Simples is. There's a particular, as Hodders is illuminating, there's a particular brand over here, comparethemarket.com, that ran a viral campaign of Compare the Meerkat, and that became its whole other thing. And one of the catchphrases they would say at the end is Simples and Squeak. And it's still running to this day, which is ridiculous. So yeah, that was 2009 word of the year on the UK side of things. I'll read this thing from Clive here. Remember when the meerkat seemed harmless and slightly amusing? I'd bludgeon the little S word with his own shin bone given half a chance. Goodness me. Such strong foul language there. 8 Minky, you're safe. No more left to give. Ending there on 4,100. A good score. We Like Shapes also safe. No more left to give. Let's keep going. There's still three right answers to reveal. The next one we're going to reveal is the other emoji on the board, is the aubergine. Was aubergine also an emoji picked as word of the year? As far as we're aware, there's only been one emoji picked as word of the year, which was the laughing, crying, smiling emoji in 2015. Only the one so far, but I would not be surprised if there will be more in the future. Maybe more with more context, potentially. But Aubergine, not, unfortunately. That is another wipeout. So Drew, Dave, Tom, Anisep joining the masses down in the wipeout zone. There's only one wrong answer left up there now, and 3 right. The egg players. Unfortunately, in this game, Egg, at the moment, it is the wrong choice. Next one I'm going to reveal is bothered. Am I even bothered? With double V. So bothered is a correct answer. Much in the same way that Simples was such a craze in 2009. Bothered in 2006 was a catchphrase of Catherine Tate's character, Lauren Cooper. Am I even bothered? Said. Not exactly like that, but certainly with the v sound, bothered rather than bothered. 2 right, 1 wrong left now. Procyon with 2 left to give. Hodders with 1 left to give. Scorecount still with 1 left to give as well. What did they go for? Well, Procyon and Scorecount went with hypermiling. Hypermiling, that's an interesting term. Certainly something that I don't hear much of over here in the UK. But maybe it's a US term. Yeah, hypermiling was US word of the year in 2008. When you drive a vehicle so as to minimize fuel use. Yeah, me neither. So apparently it had popular use over in the US and was coined word of the year. I mean, I've heard of the term, but it's certainly not a term that's often used over in the UK. But then again, the UK is tiny, so we don't necessarily need to hypermile here. Scorecount, you're safe. No more left to give. Ending there with 2,100. Procyon and Hodders still with 1 left to give. And there's also Anisep still with 1 left to give, but in the wipeout zone. And we did say that all 16 answers were accounted for. So there is at least 1 answer for each of these 2. So there's still 1 more wipeout to reveal. Which one shall we reveal? Squeezed middle. I mean, that's 2 words. How could 2 words be a word of the year? Squeeze middle. Apparently 2 words counts as word of the year. Squeeze middle is 2011 word of the year. That describes people who neither fall into the lowest income category, where they might get support from the welfare state, nor count among the country's top earners for whom financial cutbacks have little personal impact. The squeezed middle. Badumch. So Procyon and Hodders getting their final answer in, and that is it. Only Anisep already in the wipeout zone. There's 1 wipeout to reveal, which is Glasshole. That was not a right answer, not a word of the year, and that is it for that board. And we now have 18 players with a non-zero score, with Procyon in the lead on 7,300, Hodders in second on 4,500, and 8 Minky third place, 4,100. Hello there, Ben. Welcome to the game. You've only missed 2 boards so far in the first game, so we've still got plenty of mileage to go. Unfortunately, you can't join the game mid-flow, that's all. So you're just going to have to sit tight and wait for the second game lobby to open. 3 more boards to play out here. Third board we're playing is... Sail away, sail away, sail away. Answers. Which of these locations are mentioned in Orinoco Flow? 11 of these are locations mentioned by Enya in her #1 hit Orinoco Flow from 1988, a location in the song denoted by capital letters. 11 of these are mentioned in the lyrics to Orinoco Flow, 5 are not. 60 seconds starts now. Do you have to still give me a bit of 1 if you are around? Yeah, I'm good, Ben. I think I may have put your board into the second game. So if you do want to play the second game, you'll get an author bonus at some point during it. "30 seconds left. Do need to give me at least a bit of 1, otherwise any score you currently have will be wiped out. Drahuska is going for the bold bid of 11. Is Connor going to also follow suit? Process go for a bid of 10. Yeah, I know you do, Carl. I know you do. And that is it. Connor go for the bid of 10. Not go for the full bid this time. All 16 answers were accounted for. At the moment, Carl, I really don't need any more because there are a lot to pick from, and they're all really good quality. I was struggling to pick the good boards this time round. I know in previous times I've been struggling to have enough boards to play, but now there's actually quite a proliferation of boards. So now I can pick and choose to make the games a bit more balanced. So yeah, loads of boards to play from now. All 60 answers were accounted for. Unfortunately, to Toad Boy, Catnip, and V-Town, you did not give me any bids. You're already on a 0, but just for sake of the game flow, I do need to give you an extra wipeout count to account for the fact you did not give me a bid. Procyon and Drahuska with the full bid of 11, Connor with a bid of 10, and Puzzle Down with a bid of 9, and then it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1s all the way down there. Let's put it back into live ranking mode. So 11 of these are mentioned in Orinoco Flow, 5 are not. I mean, I don't really have any additional information here. They're just right or wrong answers, so it's going to be very quick revealing here. Let's go through them. First of all, Tripoli. Tripoli is a correct answer. Anyone safe out on that one? Yes, Dev just gave you 1, and that's all they needed to keep their total alive, ending on 3,200. Also, Candlelight with 1 there, ending with 1,100. Next one. Bissau is a correct answer, yes. Anyone safe there? No, not on that particular answer. Let's keep going. Fiji is a correct answer. Yes, Fiji is correct. Clive is now safe. No more left to give, ending on 2,100. And Jay White also there, ending with 100. And Lugaru with 100. Next. Bali is a correct answer. Jack Wilfred now safe. No more left to give, ending on 1,100. And Drew Day Tom, ending on 100. You have points now, Lugaru. You can play with some points now on the next 2 boards. Next one. Coral Sea is a correct answer, yes. Coral Sea. Coolio is now safe on 1,500. And Lingo safe on 300. We keep going. Cali. Like short for California, maybe? Or another place entirely? Either case, Cali is indeed there. It is in the lyrics. Anyone safe on that particular response? No. No one is safe on that particular response. We keep going. Island of the Moon. There's a bit more of an explicit title here rather than just straight up place names. Island of the Moon. 8 players went with it. Is a correct answer, yes. Island of the Moon. Shapes is now safe on 4,900. Anyone else safe? ABME safe on 1,200. Matt and Milk Like just getting their 1, and they are safe with their 100 points. There's still 5 wipeouts yet to reveal, but only 4 correct answers. Drahuska, I can see you are in overbid territory, I'm afraid, so we will be seeing a wipeout accounted to your account in a moment. Ape is not liking their odds now. Well, they were in a decent position going into board number 3, and they've got 1 left to give in their bid. Is it this one? It is not. Isles of Ebony has been picked as the next one to reveal. It's a correct answer. Anyone safe on that particular response? Yes, Cast 7th now safe on 1,700. Comedy Fan also safe on 1,000. And Anasep safe on 300. Oh, it's getting tense now. Anyone with 4 left to give? Puzzle Dan. 4 left to give. I'm afraid there is an overbid from you, Puzzle Dan, so you will be ending on a wipeout somewhere along the lines. Just by straight numbers. Next one we're going to reveal is Lima. This is also not what Ape has picked here. But Lucario, Connor, Score Count, Puzzle Dan have. There's a wipeout. There's a wipeout, I'm afraid. Lucario, Score Count, Togi, Puzzle Dan, Nekagramma, D Whiffing, and Connor. There is one of the wipeout answers, I'm afraid. Does not feature in Orinoco Flow. Let's keep going. Still three right to reveal. Next one I'm going to be revealing is the Yellow Sea. Again, Ape did not pick this one, but Procyon did. Drahuska, Topper One Gaming, Timor, and JPB did, is a correct answer. Topper One Gaming and Timor now safe on 2500 and 2100 respectively. JPB safe on 900. 2 right and 4 wrong to reveal now. Getting very scary for Ape. Getting very scary for Procyon and Hodders, to be fair, because they need to get these next 2, otherwise they are wiping out. Same for Cetra as well, and Oni. Next one we'll reveal is El Alto. Drahuska, Lupine, Inisk, and Brig went with El Alto. I'm afraid that one was a wipeout answer. 6 players getting wiped out there, not in Orinoco Flow. Ape, you're still hanging on with 1 left to give. Same with Colo and Westernator. Cetra, Oni, Hodders, Procyon with 2 left to give. There are still 2 right answers on the board. We are looking at Tyree or Tyree. Procyon, Hodders, Colo and Cetra, and Drahuska down in the wipeout zone went with this. Is a correct answer. Colo is now safe. No more left to give on 2100. So we now have Procyon, Hodders, Ape, Cetra, Westernator, and I'm afraid Oni, you are in overbid territory, so we will be seeing a wipeout to your name shortly. Next one to reveal is Karachi. None of the top 3 remaining players with a bid have gone with this. Cetra, Oni, D-Whiffing, Puzzledon, and Drahuska have, though. Karachi. There's another wipeout. Does not feature in Orinoco Flow. So out of Jerusalem, get my consonants out there. Jerusalem, Pitumaka, and Ross Dependency. 1 is correct, and 2 are wrong. Which one am I going to reveal first? Jerusalem. Now, 8 Minky and Westernator have gone for it. Procyon and Hodders have not. Is this the last remaining right answer? In which case, Shapes would be in the lead and 8 Minky would be in second. Or is this a wipeout and 8 Minky heading to the wipeout zone along with Westernator? I'm afraid it is a wipeout. Does not feature an Orinoco Flow. So we are left now with a 50-50 between Pitumaka and Ross Dependency. Or wouldn't it be interesting if they went differently on this final response? Let's find out. Did they go differently on this final response? No, they went the same way. Ross Dependency, both for Procyon and Hodders here. Was this the final correct answer on the board? It was indeed the final correct answer on the board, which means let's reveal the final wipeout as Pitumaka. And that is the end of that board. And Adster gaining the 2000 author bonus brings them out of the wipeout zone and amongst the 23 with a non-zero score. And at the top 3 positions there we have Procyon in first place, 13,900. Hodders in second place on 7,300. And We Like Shapes in third place, 4,900. But it could all still change on the final 2 boards of this game. Board number 4 comes courtesy of Ramsey Fox. And the board is... It's another crap question. Answers. The dice game of craps is notoriously intimidating to beginners for its seemingly endless variety of betting options. 11 of these are bets you can place at a craps table, 5 are not. Will you leave a winner, or will you be searching for the ATM? The correct answers are all types of bets or specific individual bets available at a standard craps table. Some bets are sometimes seen alongside words such as line. Other bets require a number to be specified along with the bet to be booked. Those additional words are excluded for the purposes of this question. 11 of these terms are correct, 5 are wrong. 60 seconds starts now. Whoa, Lingo in full 11 here. An early full bid. Will they get a full 6,600? Let's find out. 30 seconds. Connor's going for a full bid of 11. Those with the higher scores may be playing a bit more conservatively here. Drahuska is joining the fold of 11s. So is Puzzle Dan. 15 seconds left to make up your mind. Coolio Kenda, you definitely need to get the bid in, otherwise your scores will be wiped out. 10 seconds. There we go. That is time, and all 16 answers have been accounted for here. And we have 4 players going for the full bid of 11. Lingo with a very early 11 bid. Connor, Puzzle, and Drahuska. Dev, Brig, and Cetra going for a bid of 7. Procyon in first place is only going for a bid of 5. So playing a bit conservatively here, but hopefully going to hold on to that lead. And Lugaru with a bid of 6. Let's go back into live ranking mode. See where we are. Procyon doing very well there with 27 correct answers so far with 0 wipeouts. In fact, has the most correct answers on the board entirely. But it's only gone for a bid of 5 this time round. Let's find out if Lingo's, Connor's, Puzzle, and Drahuska's bids of 11 will carry them an extra 6,600 or not. However, to Toadboy, Catnip, and V-Town, I have to do that first. And 16 all answers have been accounted for. I do have some information on all of these, so I'll be able to tell you what each particular bet is. Let's start revealing. We start off with Don't Pass. I mean, Monopoly board has Don't Pass Go. Don't collect $200 or pounds or whatever currency it is. Don't Pass on the craps table. Yes, or often called betting wrong or the dark side. This bet is one of the few that actually wins when the 7 is rolled after the come out roll. That means this bet wins when the rest of the table would lose. It may get some glares from the fellow players, but it has a lower house edge than most other bets on the table. There's a correct answer. Anyone safe on that particular give there? Yes, Adster is safe. No more left to give, ending on 2100. That's a decent score to remain safe on. Let's keep revealing. Next one. Odds. Odds is correct, yes. Odds bets may be added to the pass line or one of the similar even money bets based on the point. Pass, don't pass, come, don't come. After a point is established, these bets are the single best bet of all casino table games as they pay the mathematically true odds for a house advantage of 0% on the odds portion of the bet. Anyone safe on that particular one there? At Jack Wilfred is safe on 1200 there, and also Jay White safe on 200. Nekograma safe on 100. We keep going. Next reveal is Come. It is indeed one of the valid bets, similar to a pass line bet, but one that can only be placed after the initial roll, the come out roll. Anyone safe on that particular response? Is Itogi. Yes, Itogi. Very correct there. Ending on 300, and that's it so far. We keep going. Still 8 right to reveal and 5 wipeouts. Next one we're revealing is Field. 15 players went with Field. Is correct, yes, a single roll bet that the next roll will be a 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11 or 12. One of many high house advantage, aka sucker bets, the Field is still a popular bet given its large, prominent place in the betting layout within easy reach of the players. Field is correct, and Hodders is safe, no more left to give, ending on 7,400. JPB is also safe, ending on 1,500. That is it so far for the remaining players, still with bids. Let's keep going. Lay. 15 players went with this one. Lay. That is correct answer. Yes, is the opposite of another term. A bet that a specified point number will not roll before a 7 is rolled. Lay bets pay mathematically fair odds, but charge a 5% commission on the bet amount. Is a correct answer. Procyon only with 1 left to give now. Top 1 Gaming is safe, no more left to give, ending on 2,800. Anyone else safe? Like Substance now safe, ending on 700. And only... Nope, sorry. That was Itogi I'm looking at. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, I saved myself on that one. I think I didn't save myself on one of them because I did say other words. Yeah, I did say some of the words on the other one, so I may have given some hints away to... Oh, luckily, those ones have already been accounted for. So I'm all right. The one that I did read by accident, they had already been accounted for by that point, so I'm fine. But that one, yeah, I stopped myself because I realised, oh, wait, he's put them in brackets for a purpose. Let's keep going. 6 right, 5 wrong left to reveal. Place. place bet. 14 have gone for this. Place is correct, yes. A bet that a specified number of the point numbers will roll before a 7 is rolled. These bets tend to see the highest action, as they can be adjusted between rolls so long as the roll was not a 7. Many players will press their luck and parlay their bets higher and higher on longer rolls. Procyon is safe. No more left to give, ending on 15,400. A very good score to be safe on there. Anyone else safe on that particular throw of the dice? Drew Dave Tom on 200. Let's keep going. It's 5 and 5 left of the board. Is equal division now. Next one we'll reveal is a put. Put is a correct answer, yes. A late pass line bet that can be placed after a point is established. Generally a bad idea, as the come out roll is to the player's advantage, so foregoing it leads to a larger house edge. But it is a correct answer. Relate Shapes is safe on 5,000. Coolio is safe on 3,000. And that is it for the remaining players still with a bid. We keep going then. Still have not seen a wipeout answer. Next one we're revealing is Hardways. 12 players went with this one. Hardways. That is the correct answer, yes. Or as 2 words, hard ways. A bet that a given even number will roll in the form of doubles before a 7 is rolled, or before the number is rolled an easy way. For example, a hard 8 will win on exactly a 4-4, but will lose on any 7 or any other 8, 2, 6, or 3, 5. I'm sure these numbers mean something to people. I don't bet that much. So, yeah. But these words are certainly words. Anyone safe on Hardways there? Comedy Fan, Looping One are safe on 2,000 and 1,500 respectively. Oni is safe on 1,000. And Inca is safe on 300. 3 right and 5 wrong left to reveal still. Next one we're revealing is Buy. Buy. That is correct answer. Similar to... Have we said that one so far? Yes, I think, or we don't care about it because it's not on the board. It's similar to a place bet. Buying a 4 or 10 is lower house advantage than placing. Buying a point number is betting that the number will be rolled again before a 7 is rolled. Buy bets are paid mathematically fair odds, but are charged a 5% commission of the bet amount. Oh, hello. Hello, Weemers, with the 22-month resub. Thank you very much for that resub, Weemers, at this very scary time. Oh, thank you very much for that. Greatly appreciated. So, what's the situation we've got here? We have 2 correct answers left on the board and 5 wipeouts not touched yet. Dev is safe now on 6,000. So is Colo on 3,600. Car7, Kendallite, Timor are all safe on their scores. And Westernator is safe on 600. Now, Puzzle Dan and Drahuska, and also Clive and Cetra. I'm afraid I can see some overbids in your particular to-go column. So I'm afraid you will be ending on a wipeout somewhere along the lines. But, critically, Lingo, Connor, you were going for a full bid of 11 here, and you still have 2 left to give. You are not in overbid territory yet. It's entirely possible you could be going for the full 11 here. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Which shall we reveal next? Box. Box. Puzzles and Clive, Brig, Matt and Lucario went with Box. That there is a wrong answer. It is a wipeout. A box bet is a horse racing term for betting all possible permutations of a selection of horses for a particular bet. E.g. a trifecta box on the 1, 4, 6, 7 horses would cover all 24 of the 3 number permutations of those horses. In craps, the box or boxman is the supervisor sitting at the table watching the action. Is not the name of a type of bet. Not in craps anyway. So that's the first wipeout being revealed there. Lucario, Matt, Clive, Brig, etc. and Puzzle Dan finding themselves into the wipeout zone there. There's still 2 right answers, but there are 4 wrong uns still there yet to reveal. Next one we're revealing is Horn. Lingo and Connor have both gone for this. Same as Lugaroo and etc. and Puzzle Dan in the wipeout zone. So Lingo and Connor are hoping that this is still correct to be on track for the full bid of 11. Horn is correct. Yes, is a 4-way bet across the long shot proposition numbers. That's 2, 3, 11, and 12 for a single roll. Oh, here we go, Connor. Do you have the hope? Do you have the hope here that you have a full bid of 11 first for the first time ever? Lingo went with a full bid of 11 as well. Very early bid, so possibly a very confident 11 bid. Oh, here we go. There's only one right answer left on the board, and there's still 4 wipeouts. Will this yield a win on the predictions? Yes, Lacus Welt. This is just the first game, so we'll be doing another game after this. We'll do board 5, and then we'll do a second full game. Next one we're going to reveal that both Lingo and Connor went with is a yo. Yo? Yo, show me a correct answer on yo. Yo is a right answer. Absolutely. It's a single roll bet on the 11. Since most bets in craps lose on a 7, saying the word 7 is bad luck and avoided by players and dealers as much as possible. It's avoided so much that 11, since it can sound like 7 at a noisy table, is preceded or replaced entirely with the word yo. This is also to help dealers differentiate between 7 and 11, so that it starts to remove bets that haven't actually lost. Reading the proofing information for this, yo is sort of a slang term, but because it's so commonly used in craps parlance, that yo is an accepted term for a particular bet on the 11. So yo 11, yo on its own still gets accepted as being termed what that is. So is an accepted answer is correct. And Lingo and Connor, very well played there, ending on those full bids. And you get 6,900 for Lingo Maniac, nice, and 6,600 for Connor M27. Let's quickly go over those other 4 answers that are wipeouts that other people have gone with. Unfortunately, to Anisep and D Whiffing, not in the wipeout zone, and Druska, you'll be heading to the wipeout zone shortly. So we have a show. That is a horse racing bet that a horse will finish 3rd or better, but not applicable in any way to craps. Basket. That is in roulette. A basket bet is generally a 4 number or 5 on an American 00 wheel bet, including the 0, 1, 2, and 3. At some casinos, the 3 number bet of 0, 0, 2 is the basket instead, but there are no such corresponding craps bets. The string. A string bet is a bet that is broken up into multiple actions or betting motions, usually seen in poker, where despite being common in media, is disallowed entirely in casino settings as improper angle shooting, e.g. I'll call your 20 and then raise you 50. That's a string bet. And then finally, heel, also wipeout. And that one was completely made up. Completely made up, no terminology there in any particular casino game. So, at the end of board number 4, we have finally opened up to 29 players now with a non-zero score. And, would you look at that, Lingo and Connor, now in 3rd and 4th place after that full bid of 11. Procyon still in the lead, though, with 15,400. Hodders in 2nd, 7,400. Lingo 3rd place, 6,900 points. But it could all change on our final board. Now we have to thank Colo for this one. So Colo, you're currently on 3,600. You will be ending this board number 5, on 5,600. Let's find out what is the final board. Has been. What do we think that is? Has been. What do we think what that board is? Any ideas? Beans, Sean Bean's deaths, coffee, answers. Sean Bean has died so many times in TV and films that he is now reportedly rejecting roles where this happens. But which of these are genuine ways that his characters have died? Nothing special, pretty much as it sounds, but these deaths include both TV and film appearances from the start of his career. 11 of these are correct ways that his characters have died on screen. 5 are completely made up. 60 seconds starts now. I'll put it into potential ranking mode. So, those scores you see there will be what you will end on if your full bid is correct. Luger is doing a one and done, hoping they'll end on 2,300. So is anyone going to try and push towards Procyon? Procyon's going with a bid of 3. Anyone going for any bold bids at all? Puzzle down with a bid of 10. Drahuska with a bid of 10. Drahuska's up to a bid of 11. Procyon with a bid of 4. Hoping to end on 16,400. 10 seconds left to put your bids in. Connor's just going for a bid of 1. They've done their glory run. Now they're just going to try and hold on. All of the answers have been accounted for, and this is where you would stand at the end of this game if all of your bids are correct. So, as it currently stands, Procyon will win with 16,400, Hodders with 9,500, and Lingo with 7,000. Those would be the top 3, if and only if all of their bids are correct. So, let's put it into live ranking mode now. Those are your current scores. Let's find out where you will end up. So, 11 of these are genuine ways that his characters have died. Let's go through them. First of all, we are revealing decapitated in an execution. Dum 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 dum. Game of Thrones 2011. By the Mountain is a correct answer. And Connor, you're safe. You went with the obvious answer and it's kept your score alive. You are ending this game on 6,700 dukes. Very well played. Spoilers, well, I mean, I've not seen any of Game of Thrones. I don't really particularly see that as a spoiler for me anyway. Next. Dropped from an antenna. From GoldenEye 1995. Dropped and then crushed. He played Rogue Agent 006. Next one to reveal. Peppered with arrows. Peppered with arrows. Lord of the Rings 2001. During a battle with the orcs in the woods. How are we doing so far? Top 1 Gaming Cast 7th. Adster, no more left to give. Same with Comedy Fan, JPB, Score Count, and Oni, no more left to give. Jack Wilfred, Westernator, Brig, no more left to give. Inca, also no left to give. Andrew Dave Tom and Matt the Ref. Lots of people, no more left to give. And D Whiffing as well, ending on 100 there. Next to reveal, Bayoneted. Bayoneted is correct. Yes, War Requiem 1989. He played an unnamed German soldier. Anyone safe on that one? Timor, safe on 2,700. Very good score. ABME 1,400. Jay White 800. Let's keep going. Buried Alive. Don't say a word. 2001. After attempting to recover a gem from an excavator, he was indeed buried alive. Dev safe now, ending on 6,100. Very good score. And that's it so far. Keep going. Dismembered by horses. Oh, what a lovely way to go. Dismembered by horses. It's a correct answer. Yes, Black Death of 2010. His limbs are tied to 2 horses that are then driven in opposite directions. Oh, lovely. Shapes is safe on 5,600 there. Ape is safe on 1,600. And that's it for the remaining players still with bids to go. Quizbot done goofed. I only entered 3 answers and they all come out already. Oh, really? What do you mean? I only entered 3 answers and all come out? No, that's not a done goof, Jay White. They all reveal in a sort of random order based off of everyone's bids at the same time. Unless you picked other answers that not have been accounted and it's counted them off for some reason. No, it doesn't. Jay White, 0 left to give. Itogi's 1 left to give, if you're reading Itogi's. Or Milk Likes. Yours is 0 left to give, Jay White. You're counting the wipeout column. Yeah, your wipeout column says 1. But your to-go column says 0. So you are done now, Jay White. No more left to give. You are safe. It's fine. Now with a 50-50 on the board, 5 right and 5 wrong to reveal. We keep going. Electric Chair. Electric Chair. 8 players have believed that this is a correct answer. I'm afraid not, though. Electric chair, nope. Completely made up. Did not die via that route. At least not yet. So, unfortunately, Lingo. Oh, no, Lingo. After that amazing performance in round 4, Coolio, Lugaru, Anasep, Nekigramma, Cetrapos, Dandrahuska, you will be ending this game on a wipeout of 0. What a shocker. Badumts. Let's keep going. Frozen to death. That is correct answer, yes. In Far North, 2007. He runs naked out into the Arctic tundra in a blind panic after discovering Michelle Yeoh killed Michelle Khrushchev. Lovely. Why would he run naked out into the Arctic tundra? That's just asking to be calling for death. Hodders is safe. A great ending score there on 9,500. Itogi safe on 1,300. Also a good score to end on. And let's keep going. Kendallite still alive. Let's keep going. Impaled on an anchor. Impaled on an anchor. Interestingly, the top 20 did not go for this. Clive Lucario did, though. Is a correct answer. In Patriot Games 1992, during a fight with Harrison Ford. Impaled on an anchor is a correct answer. Kenda, you're now getting into scary territory here. You have 3 left to give, and there are 3 correct answers left on the board. So you're not in overbid territory yet, but you do need to give me all the 3 remaining correct answers on the board to keep your score alive. Hello there, Diamond Ninja. Thank you for the raid of 0, it says on my end. That's weird. It says on Streamlabs' side that it's 1, but on my end, on Twitch side, it says you've raided with a party of 0. Don't know how that happened, because you're here. You're at least one of them. But thank you for the raid, nonetheless, Diamond Ninja. Greatly appreciated. Don't know why I didn't. Probably didn't play the music because it didn't treat it as a proper raid. It probably treated it as a host. Okay, well, we'll see. Anyway, we'll keep going. Next reveal. Sucked out of an airlock. Kenda did go for this. So did Clive. So did Lucario. Sucked out of an airlock. Certainly seems plausible. Kenda! Oh, Kenda, no. Unfortunately, not a right answer. It was another made-up one from Colo. Has not died via that route yet. Oh, and that is going to be a wipeout end for Kenda and Lucario and Clive, I'm afraid. 3 right, 3 wrong left to reveal. Next one revealing is gored by an elk. Oh, I mean, that's hideous as well. Gored by an elk. Only Lupine in the active zone went with this. I'm afraid that's a wrong answer as well. Never been gored by an elk. That is going to be a wipeout finish for Lupine as well. Next to reveal, hanged on a grappling hook. Only Procyon in the active zone went with this. That is correct, yes. In the Island 2005, during a struggle with Ewan McGregor. Procyon only has 1 more left to give. Milk-like only has 1 left to give. And that is it for the active players. Next one we're revealing is drowned in a mire. Milk-like went with this. Procyon did not. Drowned in a mire is a correct answer, yes. In Lorna Doone 1990 TV drama alongside Clive Owen. That is a correct answer, Milk-like. So you're going to be ending your game on 800 points there. Very well played. But now we're looking scary territory for Procyon. Only 1 right answer left on the board from these 3. Will they wipe their 16,000 off the score, off the table entirely, or will they be ending on 16,400? Which is the next to reveal? Not by Procyon, only those in the wipeout zone. Slowly poisoned with arsenic. Slowly poisoned with arsenic. That's a wipeout. But only people in the wipeout zone getting affected, so it doesn't really make much difference there. We're now down to a 50-50 between crushed under a trolley car and driven off by a cliff of cows. Or driven off a cliff by cows, should I say. Not by a cliff of cows, it doesn't make sense. Driven off a cliff by cows. Which one did Procyon go for? They went with driven off a cliff by cows. As well as Coolio and Puzzle down in the wipeout zone. Is this the last Sean Bean death scenario on the board? It is indeed the last correct answer. That was in The Field 1990, where he plays Tad McCabe. So Procyon is going to end on 16,400 points. And let's just clear it off. Crushed Under a Trolley Car was our final Wipeout answer. So the end of that game in reverse order, we have D Whiffing 100, Matt on 300, Drew Dave Tom on 300, Inisk with 400, Brig on 600, Westernator 700, Milklike 800, Jay White 800, Jack Wolford 1300, Itogi 1300, ABME 1400, Oni 1600, 8 Minky 1600, Score Count 1600, JPB 1800, Comedy Fan 2100, Adster 2200, Team War 2700, Cast 7 2800, Top 1 Gaming 2900, Relax Shapes 5600, Colo 5600, Dev 6100, Codder 6700, Hodders 9500, and Procyon winning with 16,400 doots. Now, I believe the game is not automatically awarding the doots in this particular game. So if you're looking to see what your totals are, I don't think... Oh, actually, they might. Hang on. Wait. Send queue deposits. Oh, yeah, it does. I forgot I did add that. So it should have added the doots. I forgot I did add that in. Because I had it where it awarded it on the wrong board at some point. So it has added. There you go. Get your doots. Congratulations also to those that predicted that we would have a clean board there. The yes is 51,000 Duke coin on the line there, and the no's with 77,000 Duke coin on the line. Well, that's the end of that game. Let's quickly open it up again, and let's play for the second game this evening. I know. I forgot my dev. So, if you'd like to play this second game, UORY, Yori, is what you need to enter. Let me go to the lobby and enter the new questions. Yes, and yes. Cool, I have entered in all of the questions under our Royal Youth. And thank you for the follow there, Inkling. I have a very strong Inkling. Thank you for the follow there, greatly appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Do join in with the room code if you would like to play some Wipeout. Of course, you can just lurk if you want to. No problem with that either. Useless operations, rarely yellow, and unsavory officer reaches you. Cool. So after this full game, we will be doing a draw of the Time Shock round 1 matches. So do stick around for that if you're interested in finding out all of the matchups that will happen in round number 1 there. Yes, that's definitely a thing. We'll be doing that. So I have a magic thing. Yes, an entire drawer, absolutely. So we'll be revealing all of the 24 spaces in the opening round after this game. So and also the first formal announcement of our 24 contestants. We do have some backups in case people can't make it next Friday for whatever reason at last notice. But we do have 24 names down, hopefully all sorted to go. And this second game of Wipeout, we have boards from, I mentioned Ben, also mentioned that Ramsey Fox, Connor, JPB and Adster. Those are the names we're going to be having in this particular game, not necessarily in that order, but those are the authors of the boards in this second game. And again, thank you very much for all of the boards that have come through. I've had some difficulty picking some boards to play this evening because they've been so good, and I just don't want lots of repeat kind of topics, if that makes sense. And yeah, we'll could we get a prime numbers category? I think we've had primes in the past, Peak Chad, unfortunately, so probably won't have another one of those. Anything math related? Well, we may be able to do something about that later. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, might as well get this game underway. Might as well just get straight on with it. How many do we have in? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 39 players in. Do we want to make that 40, or are we fine with making it 39 players to join in this game? Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you're ready,
Let's play Wipeout.
there it is. And again, I need to fix the columns or fix the rows so that you can see yourselves. There we are. Hopefully you can all see those numbers and names just like that. Good luck to you all. We all start on 0 again, straight from the wipeout zone. Hopefully these games will be a bit easier for you, but we'll find out. Board number 1 comes courtesy of Connor M27. So Connor, you could just relax. Oh yes, Ben's messages won't get deleted because he is a mod, but don't necessarily take what he says as answers as golden, because he may be completely wrong. So don't necessarily trust anyone else's in this chat. So yes, this is Connor's board. Thank you very much, Connor, for this. It was quite an interesting topic. I've certainly done some research on this very matter, to do with sort of like art references for a particular element of one of the shows. I know you what you mean. I know what I mean by that. I know you know what I mean by that, and everyone else will know what I mean by that as I reveal the board name. From space. What's the reference, folks? What's the reference? Is it actually a space question, or is it something different? Is it Portal? Is it Wheatley? Is it Live from Space? Answers. One of the leading manufacturers of lottery machines in the world is Smart Play International. Which 11 of these machines are manufactured by Smart Play? The 11 correct answers are draw machines from Smart Play International, whilst the 5 wrong answers are from a different company called Win TV. 11 of these are lottery machines by Smart Play International, 5 are not. Good luck. It is the opening round. 60 seconds starts now. Let's go with a full bit of 11. Someday it'll stick, Drahuska. I mean, we've had the day for Connor today. Managed to finally get a bit of 11 stick. This time Connor doesn't need to do a damn thing because this is Connor's board. So we're going to sit back and we'll get the 2,000 author bonus at the end. About 30 seconds left for everyone else. Do need to give me at least one answer by the end of the time, otherwise you'll wipe out. Although, because this is board 1, everyone's already starting on 0. Just Pika Chad, we need an answer from you. 10 seconds. There we go. Everyone has given me at least one bid. 5 seconds. That is time, and all of the answers have been accounted for, so we'll be ending on this round of bidding. Drahuska with a bid of 11. Ben, next highest bid with 8. Then we've got a few 6s. Coolio, Effrontery, Running Kitten, and Naked Grandma going for a bid of 6. But anything can happen. Anything can happen. Let's find out. I don't really have much factoid information here other than if it's right or wrong. There is one exception that isn't on the board here for reasons, because they actually, both companies have a machine called Mercury, but they have looks that are similar to different models across the two companies. But both of them do have a Mercury model, but because of that, we couldn't have it as a right and wrong answer. That's ambiguous. So we've removed that one. These are definitely 11 from one company and 5 from another. So, first one we are going to reveal is Comet. 17 players went with Comet. Is a correct answer, yes, and Carl 7th, you are safe. No more left to give, ending on 100. Next, Jupiter. Jupiter is a correct answer, yes. Drew Dave, Tom, you are now safe. No more left to give. So as D. Whiffing, no more left to give. And Jack Wilford as well. No more left to give. Drahuska, I'm afraid to say we're already in overbid territory for you here. You've still got 10 left to go, and there's 9 correct answers. So I'm afraid it isn't going to hit this time round. Next, Phoenix. That is a correct answer. Phoenix is correct. Anyone safe on that response? No. We keep going. Electra. Oh, that's our first wipeout. Electra is not a Smart Play International lottery machine. Drahuska, Top One Gaming, Poker Joker, Royal Flush, Lucario, Clive, ABME, Diamond, Ninja, Puzzledon, and Lugaroo will be ending this round on a wipeout score. Next, Topaz. Not Topaz, Topaz. Afraid not, that's a wipeout as well. That is one of the Win TV lottery machines, not a Smart Play International one. So Lupine, Running Kitten, and Shapes, and Inkling, and 8Minky joining the rank of wipeout people. Let's keep going. Saturn is correct answer, yes. Westernator now out on 600. Milk-like Substance out on 100. Like as well out on 100. We keep going. Galaxy. What, Ford Galaxy? That's the name of a machine. Galaxy of Smart Play International is correct. Jay White and Lingo safe on 600 there. Next, Criterion. Is a correct answer, yes. Criterion is a Smart Play International lottery machine. Matt the Ref safe now on 100. And we keep going. Emerald is a correct answer. Inca now safe on 300. 4 right, 3 wrong left to reveal. We keep going. Viper. I mean, it sounds quite edgy, doesn't it? Viper is indeed name of a lottery machine by Smart Play International. M. Clemson now safe on 100. 3 right, 3 wrong left to reveal. Next is Neptune to reveal. That is the correct answer. And no one else is safe yet in the active zone yet. 2 right left to reveal now. Next one we are revealing is Opale. Not Opal, Opale. They love putting those E's on the end. Maybe a running theme. Unfortunately, that is a wrong answer. Might be Opal E. But Opale, I'm afraid, is a wrong answer. Is a wipeout. And Oni joins the ranks. And Lupine, Running Kitten also joining the ranks there of the wipeout zone participants. 2 right and 2 wrong left now. We keep going. And Vega is the next one we're going to reveal. Only Cetra in the active zone answering here. Hoping this is their final answer they have given. Vega? Sorry, Cetra. You're joining the wipeout zone as well. Unfortunately, not a Smart Play International lottery machine. 2 right, 1 wrong left on the board now. Next one we're going to reveal is a Magnum. Coolio, Timor, Dogfish went with this. Is a correct answer. So, Coolio, Timor, Dogfish, you are safe. No more left to give. Effrontery, Naked Grandma, JPB, you still have 1 left to give. There is still 1 correct answer on the board. All scary times. Next one we're going to reveal is the Venus. Not all of them agreed here. Naked Grandma and JPB have gone for this. Effrontery has not. Are Naked Grandma and JPB going to bank here? Or is it going to be Effrontery banking? Venus. Oh no, that is a wipeout. Naked Grandma and JPB ending on a wipeout zone score. Does mean Effrontery, your last answer over Gem is a gem of an answer. And you end with 2,100, tied with Coolio there. Connor taking 3rd place with that author bonus up to 2,000. Very well played, Effrontery. Very well played, Coolio. Truly outrageous, absolutely. So that's the end of the first board. We have 20 players with a non-zero score, but there are still 4 boards to play. Board number 2 comes to us courtesy of Royal Flush. So Ben, you can just sort of sit back here and just relax and laugh at some of the hilarity of some of the answers you've given me. So, board number 2. He's hardly ever sick at sea. He's hardly ever sick at sea. Answers. Identify the tenor characters from Gilbert and Sullivan's operas and operettas. W.S. Gilbert and Arthur Sullivan are perhaps the best known musical partnership, composing some 14 operas and operettas between 1871 and 1896. Their works have endured to this day and are still regularly performed the world over by professionals and amateurs alike. One of the reasons for their longevity is the wonderful array of fabulous characters that they created for their works. Most of their operas have a tenor, one of the highest male vocal ranges, in their lead role. Can you identify which of these characters are tenors and which are not? 11 of these are tenor lead characters in said plays. 5 of them are not. 60 seconds starts now. Yeah, it completely managed it. No problem. I mean, sometimes that is the game, Lugaroo. I mean, you're on a 0 score, so you could be a bit more ballsy here if you wanted to. Or just end on a 100. Either or will work. "20 seconds to get your bids in. Kudo, Pika, Chad, D. Whiffing, you do need to give me at least one bid, otherwise you will wipe your score out." Thank you, Pika, Chad. Thank you, Coolio. Last 10 seconds. D-Whiffing you need to give me. There we go. 5 seconds. That is time, and all the answers have been accounted for once again. Drahuska still going with that bid of 11. Lucario going for a bid of 7. And then we have 5 players going for a bid of 5. Let's put it into live ranking mode, and let's start revealing some answers. Which one are we going to reveal first? We're going to Frederick, the Pirate Apprentice. Jesus Christ, I cannot say things in the right order today. Frederick, the Pirate Apprentice is correct. Lead tenor from the Pirates of Penzance. Perhaps the most popular of all their operettas. The story involves Frederick having a birthday on 29th of February and all the silly implications that has in the world of Gilbert and Sullivan. Next one to reveal. Nanki Poo. Nanki Poo. That is correct, is the lead tenor from Mikado. Disguised as a wandering minstrel, Nanki Poo is in love with Yum Yum. This is one of the only 2 of the big ones that I haven't conducted. That is Ben, that is. So he is less familiar with the story. But it's set in Japan, though. It's a correct answer. Colo J. White, Inca Car, and D. Whiffing already safe. No more left to give. Very well played. Possibly effrontery, possibly. Next reveal. The Right Honourable Sir Joseph Porter, KCB, First Lord of the Admiralty. It's a great title, that, isn't it? I'll say it again. The Right Honourable Sir Joseph Porter, KCB, First Lord of the Admiralty. I said it better first time. Is that the right answer? I'm afraid not, no. That one there is the comic baritone from HMS Pinafore. Not a tenor, I'm afraid. It is a baritone voice. Oh, maybe getting a bit screwed over there because I did make it clear we were looking for tenor voices, not any others. So it is a character from HMS Pinafore, but unfortunately is baritone voice, not tenor. Next one we are revealing is Colonel Fairfax. Colonel Fairfax. Only 10 players went with this. Colonel Fairfax. That's the correct answer, yes. Lead tenor from the Yeoman of the Guard. He is under sentence of death, but is freed in a case of mistaken identity. Hilarity ensues. Ha ha ha. Colonel Fairfax is correct answer. Timor Dogfish now safe, no more to give. Jack Wilfred is also safe. Before we reveal the next one, though, Tipster says... Thank you very much for the 1 year resub, Tipster. That is amazing. Thank you for all the support. Greatly appreciated. Oh, flail, 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 flail. There we go. Get all the flails going. Thank you very much for that, Tipster. And the morning to you as well. Weren't you up earlier, though? Because didn't you have to do something around the house? I seem to remember you saying something like that on in the poker chat, but maybe he didn't. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to keep going. Next to reveal. Major General Stanley. Major General Stanley. 10 players went with this. Oh, no! No, I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. That is another baritone, I'm afraid. This is from the Pirates of Penzance. Most people are probably very familiar with the famous I am the very model of a modern Major General, and its many spoofs that have arisen over the years, but that is a baritone voice, I'm afraid, not a tenor. Here's the very model of a modern tenor general. Lingo, Lackeswell, M. Clemson, Kudo, Shapes, Lucario, Clive, Pokejoker, JPP, Drahuska. Falling foul there. Hello, friends. Hello there, Mr. Bradley Pierce. Welcome to the chat. You're just going to have to be playing along in your mind, because unfortunately you can't join this game mid-flow. But you're more than welcome nonetheless. Let's keep going. Next to reveal is Marco Palmieri. Marco Palmieri. That is correct, yes. Lead tenor from the Gondoliers. Another case of mistaken identity when a drunken gondolier mixes up his own son with a prince and heir of Barataria. Because of course that's how you... That just happens. Of course it does. Connor, safe on 2100. Oni, safe on 600. And that's it so far for everyone else still in active play, I believe. We keep going. Sir Marmaduke Poindexter. Sir Marmaduke Poindexter. Afraid not. Again, falling fell here. This is a bass baritone from the Sorcerer. Not a tenor voice, a bass baritone voice, I'm afraid. So there's another wipeout. 7 right and 2 wrong left to reveal. Well, very, very interesting skew on this board. Next one I'm going to reveal is Richard Dauntless. 7 players have gone for this. Effrontery and Cetra in the active zone, hoping this is the right answer. Is a right answer, yes. Richard Dauntless, lead tenor from Rudigor, having the unenviable task of following the resoundingly successful The Mikado. Rudigor was not an instant hit, I'm afraid. And no one else out on that particular answer yet. We keep going. Hilarion. Or Hilarion. Pika Chad, 8 Minky in the active zone, hoping this is the right answer. And it is a right answer. Lead tenor from Princess Ida. An early piece of feminist satire. Princess Ida centers on a princess who founds a women's university and teaches that women are better than men. Was considered unsuccessful and was not revived until 1919. Very well played to Pika Chad and 8 Minky in the active zone, getting that one right. And everyone that is in the active zone, apart from Inkling, I've got 1 left to give. Inkling still has 3 left to give. Very interesting. Let's keep going. Pooh Bah. Pooh Bah. Effrontery and Ape did go for this particular answer, hoping it is right. Is this their last correct answer to give? Oh, you hate to see it happen. The last one was a wrong answer for them, I'm afraid. Pooh Bah's baritone, again, we're falling into the trick there. Baritone from the Mikado has the rather interesting title of Lord High Everything Else. So I'm afraid Effrontery and Ape join the Wipeout crew. So we only have Pika Chad, Westerdator, Cetra, Drew Dave, Tom, Lugaroo, and Inkling left with anything to give. I believe everyone else is in Wipeout territory, or Ben is going to get the author bonus of 2,000. Going to jump them up the ranks here. Next we're going to reveal is the defendant, Edwin. The defendant, Edwin. Only Drew Dave, Tom in the active field go for this. And it is a correct answer. Lead tenor from Trial by Jury. Edwin stands accused of breaching a promise of marriage. The plaintiff marries the judge because, of course, she does. Usually performed in a single act. This is the shortest of Gilbert Sullivan's collaborative works. And Drew Day, Tom, you are now safe. No more left to give. We keep going. Alexis of the Grenadier Guards. Alexis of the Grenadier Guards. Inkling is hoping this is the right answer. And it is lead tenor from the Sorcerer. He's betrothed to Aileen, but contacts a sorcerer and, understandably, shenanigans follow. Shenanigans. What a great word that is. 3 right, 1 wrong left now. Next we're going to be revealing is Lieutenant the Duke of Dunstable. Lieutenant the Duke of Dunstable. Cetra and Lugaroo went with this. Hoping this is their final correct answer to get out. And it is lead tenor from Patience, the 6th collaboration and the 2nd longest running musical theatre work at the time. This operetta satirises the aesthetic movement. Cetra ending on 1,000, Luguru ending on 600. Only 2 correct answers left to reveal now. Inkling with 2 left to give. Pikachu and Westernator still with 1 left to give. Oh, that got a bit close. Next one to reveal. Thomas Earl Toller. There's lots of L's in there. Thomas Earl Toller. Inkling is hoping this is the right answer. Is it a right answer? It is indeed. Where is the Toller? Lead tenor from Ilanth. The fairy Ilanth has been banished from Fairyland because she married a mortal, which is considered forbidden in fairy lore. I was making this up. Cool. So Pikachu, Westernator and Inkling now with just 1 left to give. There is only 1 correct answer amongst these 2. Which is the right answer? Which is a wipeout. We're going to be revealing Able Seaman Ralph Rackstraw, which Pikachu and Westernator went with. Inkling did not. Inkling instead went with Sir Richard. I mean, that reads as Cholmondeley, but I have on my notes that should be read as Chumley. So Sir Richard Chumley is number 3, is how you're supposed to say it. But we're going to be revealing Able Seaman Ralph Rackstraw first. Which of these is the right answer? Are Pikachu and Westernator going to bank here? Or is Inkling going to bank? Able Seaman was the right answer here. Lead tenor from HMS Pinafore, the well-liked member of the crew, is in love with Josephine, the captain's daughter, and he is an Englishman! He is indeed an Englishman. Obviously, melisma, all that if you wanted to. Pikachu and Westernator banking out there on 900. Unfortunately, to Inkling, Sir Richard Chumley is a wipeout. And Sir Richard Chumley is baritone voice from the Yeoman of the Guard, Lieutenant and the Tower, and pronounced Chumley, believe it or not. So, that is the end of that board, possibly a slightly harder board, and 16 players now with a non-zero score. Connor in the lead on 2,100, Ben getting bumped all the way up there with 2,000, and Timor in 3rd place with 1,800. Possibly there's a bit of a skew there because the 2 authors have managed to take 1st and 2nd place so far, but there are still 3 more boards to play, and hopefully things will even out. Board number 3, we turn to Ramsey Fox for the 2nd time. Thank you again, Ramsey Fox, for this board coming up. Are you in this game, Ramsey? I'm not seeing your name, so you're probably not. Okay, well, either way, even if you are watching along, thank you very much for the board. Board number 3 is... They blinded me with science. Answers. Which of the following people have an SI unit named for them? This is information according to the International System of Units, the SI 2019 edition. The International System of Units has designated a set of 7 base units and 22 derived units with special names and symbols from which all other units are derived and all quantities are measured. 19 of these 29 units have been named after scientists in honour of their achievements and contributions to the scientific community. 11 of these scientists are presented here. Some of the units may be named after the scientists' honorifics or titles they have received, rather than their given names, which are displayed here. And also bear in mind, there may be some trap answers up on the board as well. 11 of these are right, 5 are wrong. 60 seconds starts now. Running Kitten going early, bid 8. I know Topper One Gaming, I know. Cetra with a bit of 11. Drohuska with a bit of 10. Hello, Whiskers. Come here. Kudo with a bit of 9. Same with Inca. No. Say hi to chat. Let's say hi to chat, eh? Oh. Oh. You're a good cat, aren't you? Hey, Whiskers. How you doing? Oh. Hello. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Okay, fair enough. Don't want to be held. Oh, hairs. Lovely. I need to brush you. Last 10 seconds to get a bid in. Western 80 need a bid, otherwise your 900 is going to get wiped out. There it is. And she's disappeared again. That is time, and all of the answers have been accounted for again, so no more additional rounds of bidding. Cetra, Inca, and Drahuska going for the full bid of 11. Lucaria going for a bid of 10. Coolio and Pokejoker go for a bid of 9. Okay, maybe this is a little more gettable, but like I say, there are some potential trap answers up here, so do be careful. Let's put it back into live ranking mode and let's start revealing some answers. First we're going to reveal is Isaac Newton. Wow. 33 players have gone for this, so seems like it could be a good choice. Where are you, Mr. Sir Isaac Newton? Sir Isaac Newton? Yes, the Newton SI unit of force. One of the most influential scientists in recorded history. The unit of force was named after Newton, likely in honour of his pioneering work with classical mechanics and his laws of motion. So, there's the nice, easy start for you all. Very well played. No one is safe on that. We keep going. We then go to Alessandro Volta. 27 players have gone for this. Alessandro Volta. That is a correct answer, yep. Volt is the SI unit of electric potential, or sort of voltage you may also know it as. Volta is credited as the discoverer of methane and the inventor of the electric battery. Alessandro Volta is a correct answer. Still no one safe yet. We keep going. Blaise Pascal. Blaise Pascal. 25 players have gone for this. Blaise Pascal. That is correct answer. Yes, Pascal is the SI unit of pressure. He is a famous philosopher, mathematician, and physicist, and Pascal notably contributed to the field of fluid mechanics and hydraulics. Anyone safe on that one? No, we are continuing on. Still no one safe yet. Next one. James Joule. Now 25 players going for this. James Joule. Yeah, that's a good answer. Joule is the SI unit of energy. Joule's experiments on the interchangeability of heat and mechanical work paved the way for others to develop the law of conservation of energy and the first law of thermodynamics. James Joule, another correct answer. Still no one safe yet. We're still having open bids to go. Wow, this is quite impressive. Next we're going to reveal is Michael Faraday. 19 players have gone for this. Michael Faraday. That is a correct answer as well. Yeah, Michael Faraday. Farad is the SI unit of capacitance. Faraday was one of the most influential scientists of the 19th century, discovering benzene, inventing early versions of the Bunsen burner and electric motor, and establishing a link between magnetism and light. Michael Faraday, another good answer. And finally, we're starting to get some people out here. Royal Flush is now safe, as is Clive Legend and Ape Minky. Those are the first 3 players to claim their scores. We keep going, though. Still 6 right and 5 wrong to reveal. And the next one we're going to reveal is Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla. Well, I mean, there's a whole line of cars in Elon Musk's line of work called Tesla. But there is an SI unit, I believe. Was it Nikola Tesla? As it was indeed, yes. Tesla is the SI unit of magnetic flux density. The unit was first announced in 1960, less than 20 years after the passing of Nikola Tesla, and was named in his honour. Very well played there, Team Moore. Whiskers, what are you doing? Team Moore there, ending on 3,300. Very good score. Any more safe on that? No. No, sorry, Anster is safe on 600 as well. Do you want to come up here? Come up here, Whiskers. Come up here, just come up here. There we go. Let's start revealing some more answers with Whiskers here. The SI unit of cat is the Whiskers. Oh, if only. If only. Oh, my stream has just gone. Can you still see my stream, everyone? My stream preview just disappeared then. Can you still see me okay? I presume so. I haven't seen any drop frames. Hello. Thank you, Connor. Thank you for confirming. Let's keep going. Justin James Watt. Justin James Watt. Let's have a look. Well, what is to do with the SI unit of power? Was it Justin James? There's your trap for you, I'm afraid. No, not the right answer. Where are we? James Watt's advances to steam engines were a driving force to the British Industrial Revolution, and the SI unit of power was named in his honour. Justin James Watt, aka JJ Watt, plays defensive end for the Houston Texans and has been awarded NFL Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. James Watt is fine. Justin James Watt is a different person, I'm afraid. Oh dear me. Well, there you go. I told you there was a trap answers up there. That was one of them. I love that trap. Unfortunately, to many a player there, Inca, Dogfish, Connor, Cetro, Frontry, Lugaru, Lacus, Welt, Milk Like Substance, Coolio, Puzzle Down, We Like Shapes, Oni, Top of One Gaming, Lucario, JPP, Pokejack, and Jahuska, finding a wipeout and ending on this board on 0. There's still 5 right, 4 wrong to reveal. Let's keep going. Next one we're going to go to is John Daniel Hertz. Again, Hertz is the SI unit of frequency. But was it John Daniel? No, the SI unit is named after Heinrich Rudolf Hertz, whereas John Daniel Hertz is an American businessman and the founder of the Hertz rental car company. Of course it is. So John Daniel Hertz of the Hertz rental car company, but the SI unit is named after Heinrich Rudolf Hertz. Oh, dear me. So, Drudo, Tom, Jack, Wilfric, Innisk, Cetro, Frontry, Lugaru, Inkling, Coolio, Posdan, Lucario, JPP, Pokejack, and Running Kitten wiping out there. Hello there, David Bodicum. Welcome to this wonderful game we've got going with some lovely trap answers. Let's keep going, though. Next one we're going to reveal is Joseph Henry. Joseph Henry. It's a correct answer. Very well played if you gave that one. Henry is the SI unit of inductance. He conducted numerous experiments in the field of electromagnetics and served as the first secretary of the Smithsonian Institution. Very well played there. Car is now safe on 2500, and no one else in the active zone is safe on that particular response. We keep going then. Next we're going to reveal is Ernst Werner von Siemens. Ernst Werner von Siemens. So the Siemens is, I think, the SI unit of electrical conductance. Was it Ernst Werner? That it was, yes. Known as the founding father of electrical engineering in Germany, Siemens invented a telegraph that could transmit letters without Morse code, built the world's first electric elevator and first electric trolley. He founded an electrical and telecommunications conglomerate, which is still called Siemens today. So yes, the company you're thinking of is actually founded by the same person. Colo is now safe on 2100. Lingo is safe on 1500. And that's all we can say so far for the active players. Matt is still hoping for the last 3 correct answers. Everyone else that's still in the active zone with 1 left to give. 3 right and 3 wrong left on the board. We keep going. Next we're going to reveal is Wilhelm Weber. Wilhelm Weber. That is a correct answer, yes. Weber is the SI unit of magnetic flux. He is known for his works on magnetic maps, as well as inventing the first electromagnetic telegraph with Carl Gauss. Very well played to Peak Child, Westernator, and Looping 1. You're banking out there on 3,000, 3,000, and 2,800 respectively, taking it into 2nd and 4th place. Matt still with 2 more left to give. We keep going. Niels Bohr. Nekka Grandma and some people in the wipeout zone went with this. Niels Bohr. Although Bohr did make significant contributions towards the understanding of atomic structure, electrons, and quantum theory, and has been awarded a Nobel Prize and has appeared on postage stamps and banknotes, and there is an asteroid and lunar crater and a chemical element named after him, unfortunately, there is not an SI unit named after Niels Bohr, not according to the reference so far. So, Nekka Grandma joining the wipeout party there. 2 right and 2 wrong left on the board. The next one we're going to reveal is Max Planck. De-whiffing in the active zone, and some people in the wipeout zone went with this. Max Planck. Now, you might be thinking of a very famous constant called Planck's constant, which is named after Max Planck, but unfortunately a constant is not an SI unit. It is just a number. So yes, Planck is a renowned theoretical physicist and the originator of quantum theory, and his constant is one of the 7 fundamental physical constants used to define all SI units, but not an SI unit in itself. It is just a number in the end. Where are you, Whiskers? Come here. Come here. Why are you in the corner? Why are you in the corner? There you go. Oh, there you go. Let's get there. 2 right, 1 wrong left of the board to reveal now. Where are we going next? We're going to Marie Curie. Very well known Marie Curie for her work in radioactivity. Is there an SI unit named after Curie? There is some debate as to whether the unit of radioactivity called the Curie is named after Marie Curie or her husband Pierre. In either case, the actual SI unit as it currently is defined is called the Becquerel, named for Henri Becquerel, the scientist who received the 1903 Nobel Prize alongside Marie and Pierre Curie for their combined work in the discovery of radioactivity. So, although there may be a Curie measure, it is not the current SI unit of radioactivity, which is called the Becquerel. So I'm afraid that was the last wipeout, and Matt the Ref, Cetra, Matt Clemson, AB and Running Kitten will end up there, which means these last 2 are perfectly valid answers. The Louis Gray. Louis Gray is the SI unit of absorbed dose of radiation. 1 Gray equals 100 rad. And Gray was an early contributor to the field of radiobiology, and is the only person born in the 20th century to have an SI unit named for them. And the last one there, William Thomson, is the right answer. As a result of his work with the mathematics of electricity, with thermodynamics and the calculations of lower limits of temperatures, Thomson became the first British scientist elevated to the House of Lords. In honour of the river that flowed near his lab at the University of Glasgow, he was given the title of Baron Kelvin, after whom the SI unit of temperature is named. So that was there's not necessarily his name, but the title of his baronship, Baron Kelvin, and the SI unit of temperature is the Kelvin. Very well played there. So, 13 players, ending that round there on a non-zero score. And our leaders now are T-War on 3,300, Pikachu and Westernator tied on 3,000, and Looping One on 2,800 points. Wow! So it has turned, because we've got Connor got wiped out, and Ben just went with a nice conservative bid and ending on 2,800 there, still sitting in 5th place. 2 more boards to go. Now, I think this 4th board could be a bit of a gimme, possibly, but I think it was only fair that I put a board that is a little easier in comparison to the first 2 boards we had, which are a little harder, I will say. Board number 4 comes to us courtesy of Adster, and board number 4 is there a doctor on board? Answers. 11 of these actors have officially played the Doctor. Which ones are they? These doctors include any doctor with a number and also includes the War Doctor. Ruth Clayton and David Bradley, amongst others who've played the first Doctor after the death of original actor William Hartnell, are not featured here, but 11 of these are official canon Doctors. 5 of them may be in sort of spin-offs. Those are not part of the canon, and they will be wrong answers. 11 are correct canon, 5 are not. 60 seconds starts now. And as I thought, we're getting a lot of 11s coming through rather suddenly. There's a lot of 11s coming through. I did think this would be a bit of a skewy. But it only takes 1 wipeout. It only takes 1 wipeout though. Last 10 seconds. And you got to watch for those typos as well, that's true. Last few seconds now to get a bit in. And that is time. Oh, we haven't seen that number for a while. Only 13 answers were picked from the board this time round. Lacus, well, I'm afraid those 2 answers you've given are out of time, so they've not been accepted. So yeah, 13 answers have been picked from the board, so it's not a gimme, I suppose, although I have a feeling that we may have a few 11s here on this particular board. We will find out. To Lacus, well, and Inkling, I'm afraid you didn't give me anything in time, so although I didn't press it on one of the boards, I will press it this time. We'll get a wipeout here. Sorry, Lacus, well, can't do much about Twitch being Twitch. I can only do the best I can. Get out of the corner. Get out of the corner, Whiskers. Come here. Come here, Whiskers. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here in the corner. It's cold in the corner. I don't know why you're there. Whiskers is being rather weird. I mean, I do have some treats here. We'll reveal some treats first. Feed the cat. That's probably what it is. Although she's actually had quite a few pouches today. She's probably had more food today than normal. Any more Whiskers? Don't, not the keyboard. Don't press the keyboard. That would be a bad thing if you did that. Come here. Up, 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 up. There you go. Oh, you can have that one. I'll drop that one. And you can have this one. That's my hand. Half of that was my hand that you just bit, Whiskers. Are you done now? Are you done now, Whiskers? Is it good? Is it good? Okay, thank you. See there, it's nice and cosy up there. Or you can stay by the radiator, it's nice and cosy by there. No. The radiator's off. The radiator's off for some reason. I'm going to turn it back on. So, let's go through some answers. I'm sure this is going to be quite a quick sweep. Let's find out. Let's start going through them. David Tennant, 35 players. Let's just open it up to chat. What number? What number is David Tennant? I'll just do this for each of them. 10, 10, 10, bracket 11, sort of official number 10. Yep, 10 is the right answer there, yeah. Let's put it back into live ranking mode as well. I forgot to do that. Yes, David Tennant is number 10 Doctor. David 10 Ant, a good way to remember it. Next, Christopher Eccleston. Carla says 9, Coolio says 9, Jack Wilford says the 9th. Topper 1 says 9, bracket 10. Luger says 9, Ben says 9. Yeah, Christopher Eccleston is indeed the 9th Doctor. Next one. Matt Smith. Candlelight 11, Matt 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. It is indeed. Next. Peter Capaldi. Connor 12, Candlelight 12, Car 7 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. The numbers do get complex, but the official number for Peter Capaldi's Doctor is number 12, yes. Surprisingly, still no one's safe on this yet because there's just been so many open bids here. Next. Jodie Whittaker. We seem to be going in a sequence here. Jodie Whittaker. I think everyone knows all the modern Doctors. 13th or 14th or 15th. 13th. We don't know what number Doctor anybody actually was because he presumably read it. Yeah, possibly could be that as well, Joker. But 13th. Yeah, 13th Doctor. Or officially designated number 13. AB Me's the first one safe. Well done, AB Me. You're going to be ending this round on 1500. Although I feel it might be a low score compared to a lot of others here. We're going to keep going though. Next. Well, I don't think there are any more after Jodie Whittaker because we might be going backwards here. Next one's reveal. Sylvester McCoy. Sylvester McCoy. 77777. 7th Doctor, his favourite. Doctor number 7? Absolutely is. Doctor number 7. 8 Mickey now safe, ending on 3,100. Drew Dave Tom Lingo also safe now on 2,100. Poker Joker safe also on 2,100. Look at all those 2,100s. Look at all those 2,100s. And JPB safe on 1,500. Next. Peter Davidson. Ooh, going back a bit now. Peter Davidson, number 5. Number 5. 5. Is it number 5? P.B. Davison, number 5. Yeah, it's number 5. Anyone safe now? Nope, no one's safe on that particular answer. We're going to keep going. Next one. William Hartnell. 1. First Doctor. 1. Is it number 1? Yeah, it's number 1. Has actually appeared during the Peter Capaldi era as well, as far as I'm aware. But is still Doctor number 1. Diamond Ninja. No more left to give on 1600. Is that it so far for the board? I think it is. We're going to keep going. Next to reveal. Patrick Troughton. Patrick Troughton. 2. Second Doctor. Where are you going? What? Oh, you're at the door. N+1. I guess if we're in that situation. Do you want to go out, Whiskers? Is that what it is? You want out? Well, the finish is going to be back in the door in 1 minute time, but I'm going to let her out anyway. Patrick Troughton. Yeah, it is indeed number 2. We're going to keep going. Anyone else out there? Running Kids is now safe on 2800. Very well played. Going to keep going. Paul McGann. Dev with 88 bits here, saying 8. Is this number 8? Were you holding on to that until that one came up? 8? Is it number 8? It is number 8. Timor Pikachad, safe. Matt the Ref, Effrontery, safe. Westerdator Inca, safe. Oni, safe. Lots of people getting safe here. There's only one correct answer left on the board we've not revealed yet. And there's still 5 wipeouts. I think we might be leaving the wipeouts to the end. So which is the last correct answer? Is it John Hurt? We have War, which is 9 3/4. Wait, wrong series. War Doctor, War, 8.5. War Doctor, the best. Is it the War Doctor? Yes, the non-numerical Doctor is indeed the War Doctor. So those are all the correct answers we're looking for. So I'm afraid if you've got a number in the to-go column still to go, I'm afraid you will be wiping out here. Let's just go through them all. Hugh Grant, Rowan Atkinson, and that's it. Brian Lumley, Richard E. Grant, and Jim Broadbent all featured on? I'm sure you all know the answer to this as well. They all featured on? All of them featured on? There you go, Tipster. That was the one we're looking for. The comic release special. There it is. Yes. The Curse of Fatal Death, the comic relief special was the one we were looking for there. That's what all the other 5, the wipeout answers were. They're not official canon Doctors. They're just one-off throw-offs for the comic relief special. So, well, look at the tasty board we have now. We've got some crazy answers here, crazy scores here. Loopy 1, 9,400. Royal Flush, 9,200. And Car 7th, 9,100. But there's a lot of people on 6,600 here. A lot of people on 6,600. So anything can happen in this final board. I just realised I formatted the final board in such a way to make it appear correct on stream. But when it comes out into Twitch chat, it will look a bit garbled. But it doesn't really matter. But I'm aware that the Twitch chat version is going to be a bit garbled. Board number 5 comes courtesy of us from JPB. Thank you very much for this board. I do adore it so much. I adored the extra suggestion you made in the proofing comments as well. And, well, because of the things I've said here, I have done that. I have done the things that you asked for to make it a bit more special. I hope you all enjoy this. Board number 5. Muncaster's Alphabet. If you didn't know, that's my surname. So it's my alphabet. You ready for the answers? Here come the answers. The Morse code alphabet has letters that are represented by a combination of dots and dashes. Now, dot and dash are very close to @do and @wut. Therefore, which 11 of the following 16 answers would be letters of the Morse code alphabet if the dot and dash were replaced with doot and ash, respectively? To clarify, I'm looking for the 11 letters of the Morse code alphabet where the dot has been replaced with doot and the dash has been replaced with ash. Morse code used here is the International Telecommunications Union version, not the ones that are from the Friedrich Clemens Gurk German railway version. Those are the wipeout answers. We're looking for the International Telecommunications Union version of the Morse code here. 11 are right, 5 are wrong. 60 seconds. Starts now. Replace the doots, make them dots. Replace the ashes, make the dashes. And that is the cipher we're doing here. Hey, you have JPB to thank for the question idea here. I just merely made it happen on stream. "20 seconds left to get at least a bit in, otherwise you will wipe out." "10 seconds. And it is the first all emoticon answer questions here as well, yes. That is it. All answers have been accounted for as well. Lupin, unfortunately, that last answer did not get counted. Cetra and Drahuska go for a full bid 11, hoping to get up to 6,600. Then we have Lupin with a bid of 9, Lucario with a bid of 9, and Running Kitten and Lingo with a bid of 9, in fact. If we put this into potential mode, this is where you'll all end up if all of your bids are successful. So currently, as it stands, Lupin could win here with 13,900, and Lucario would be in second with 11,100. Also, Danny Boy! Goodness me! Hello there, Danny Boy. Thank you for the 10-month resub. Great to see you as well. My God. Welcome to this crazy board we have here. And Whiskers is here after about 2 minutes rather than 1 minute, so I was kind of off. Close the door, keep the heat in. So, that is where you will end up if all of your bids are successful. Put it back into live ranking mode. And as I said, I've done special things with the strings to make this happen, so it means the Twitch chat version is going to look a bit weird when it comes through. It's going to come through with some rich text. But luckily, Twitch doesn't really care about that. So you're going to see some behind the scenes here. But hey-ho. First one we are going to reveal is that one. Is a single doot. First one to reveal is a single doot. Translate that is a dot. Is there a single dot in Morse code? There is indeed. Single doot is an E. Is the vowel E. And Ben, you're already safe. No more left to give. You can end this game on 9,300. Very well played. Let's keep... I swear I closed that door just then. What the heck? Did Whiskers go out and then just open the door again or something? I'm very confused now because I swear I did close that door just then. Let's keep going. Ash, ash, ash. Translate that to dash, dash, dash. What is ash, ash, ash? Or sprite ash word index 0, sprite app ash word index 0. What is that? It's the correct answer is what it is an O. Ash, ash, ash is an O. Of course you did, indeed. Jack Wilfred is safe, ending on 6,700. Very well played. Asta finishing on 2,700. We keep going. A single ash. A single ash. What is a single ash, everyone? Do we know what a single ash is? No, we've had E earlier. That was a single doot. What's a single ash? Single ash is a T. Single ash is a T. And Car 7th finishes their game with 9,400. Very well played. Keeping yourself safe there. Looping still with 6 left to give. Do we have any overbids yet? Drahuska, unfortunately, in overbid territory. So we'll be ending on a 0. Cetra, though, on for a full bid still. Let's keep going. An ash doot. Ash doot. Or dash dot. What is an ash doot? Ash doot is N. Absolutely N is the right answer there. Another correct answer on the board. And anyone safe there? Inca now safe on 5,100, ending the game there. Very well played. IBM safe on 2,500. Next to reveal is a doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. What is doot, 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 doot? Or similarly, you could say it as dot, 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 dot. What is dot, 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 dot? Well, I can tell you that doot is H. It is an H. Very well played. We got that. Colo is now safe on 9,700, taking that second place away from Carr. Anyone else safe? Luger is safe on 7,200. Met the ref safe on 6,500. Only safe on 4,300. Very well played. Next one we are going to reveal is Ash Doot. Ash Doot. What do we think that is? Also known as dash dot. We've got some people saying it's a C. Yeah, Ash Doot is indeed a C. Anyone safe on that particular response? No. We're going to keep going then. Now on a 50-50 split on the board. 5 right and 5 wrong to go. Next one we're going to reveal is a Doot Ash. There it is, open again. Hello again, Whiskers. Oh, close the door again. A Doot Ash. We have some people saying J. Doot Ash. I need to look it up myself. Doot Ash. Yes, that is a J. Very well played. It is a J. Connor, safe on 7,200 now. Very well played. And no one else out on that particular response. We keep going. Doot Ash Doot. Doot Ash Doot. What do we think that is? Doot Ash Doot. Or ash dot dash dot. Doot Ash Doot is... Correct answer is F. Correct answer and F. Dogfish is now safe on 4,900. Very well played. Cetra still on for the full bid here. Come on, Cetra. Let's see if we can get that full bid here. Still 3 left to give and 3 correct answers to reveal. Has Lupine overbid? Oh my god, you are right! Lupine has overbid! 4 to go. Only 3 correct answers though. So that does mean Lupine will be finding a wipeout at some point in his answer string. Oh no, Lupine! Trying to play a bit too bold and trying to hold on to that top position. Unfortunately, it did not pay out. And we have people going dash dot to pay respects. Oh, Jesus Christ. Or doot Ash Doot. Next one I'm going to reveal is Doot Ash Doot. Doot Ash Doot. What do we think that is? Doot Ash Doot. No, Doot Ash Doot, should I say. Doot Ash Doot. Think P? P is D, the right answer. Get your Royal Flush P's out if you got that. Clive now only 1 away. Lingo 1 away. Cetra 2 away. Diamond Ninja, you're safe now. No more to give. You are safe on 2,600. Jahuska, you've got overbid territory in 5. And D-Whiffing, Lacus Welt, still 1 left to give. J White, unfortunately, in overbid territory. 3 left to give. There are the more P's. There are the more P's from the Royal Flush channel. Next one we're going to reveal is Ash Doot Ash. Ash Doot Ash. There it is. Ash Doot Ash. What do we think that is? Nightbot thinks it's spoilers. Is it spoilers? It is spoilers, yes, indeed. Lucario now safe, finishing on 11,100 and taking second place. Although we know that's going to be bumped up to first because Lupine has an overbid now of 2 overbids. Kudo is safe, ending on 8,700, a very, very great score. Lingo finishing on 6,600. Cetra still with 1 answer left to give. Come on, Cetra, let's see if you can get me a full bid here. 8 Mickey still with 1 left to give. D-Whiffing with 1 left to give. We do have a few with no wipeouts at all game. Well, we'll look at that at the end once we are definitely safe of all the wipeouts. 1 right answer left on the board here. There's still 5 wipeouts to avoid. Next one I'm going to reveal is Doot Ash Doot Ash. Doot Ash Doot Ash. What do we think that is? Mithers believes invalid. Running Kitten says nope. D-Whiffing says F. Lingo Maniac says impossible. Doot Ash Doot Ash. Is that one of the international telecommunications Morse code characters? Or is it possibly an extension? That is a wipeout. Doot Ash is in the German specialization is a umlaut. But that was in the Friedrich Clemens Gurk version, which we did say was not in the valid set. We're looking just for the regular characters, not any extensions. So I'm afraid that is a wipeout. Jay White, Clive, D. Whiffing, Running Kitten, and Drahuska falling foul there. You're going to be ending this game on a 0. Still one right to reveal on 4 wipeouts. The next one we're going to reveal is Ash, 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 Ash. Ash, 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 Ash. What do we think on that, chat? Ash, 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 Ash? Is this a thing? Running Kitten believes nope. Mithers says ch in some languages but invalid. D. Whiffy says but I had fun so yay. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Luguru says no. Diamond Ninja says hash 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 brown. Is Ash 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 a valid international character? It is not. So Pikachu, Looping One, Effrontery Ape, and Topper wiping out there on that response. That is, as Mithers said earlier, is the German character of Ch. Again, in that extended version of the German Railway edition of Morse code, not the international version of Morse code. Still 3 wrong answers to reveal and only 1 right now. Next to reveal is Ash 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 Doot. Ash 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 Doot. What do we think on this one? Runner Kitten again says nope. Mithers says nope. M. Clemson says oh. We are looking to Matt because they're the only one in the active zone going for this. It is their final bid answer. Ash 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 Doot. Is that a valid answer? It is not, Matt. You're wiping out there. Ash 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 Doot is the Morse code in the German extension for U umlaut. So I'm afraid again a wrong answer. Not what we're looking for in the international set. Now we have 1 correct and 2 wipeouts left on the board. Cetra still hanging on for that full 6600 bid. Full 11 bid. Next to reveal is Ash 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 Doot Doot. Ash 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 Doot Doot. What do we think? They're thinking it's number 8 rather than a letter. We only have wipeout zone actionies here. It is a wipeout answer, and yeah, it is the number 8 according to this reference. Ash 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 Doot Doot. It is the 8. Left now between Doot Doot Ash Ash and Doot Ash Doot Doot. What is right? And what is wrong? We are revealing Doot Ash Doot Doot that Cetra went with. What do we think, chat? Doot Ash Doot Doot. Mithers thinks it's valid and thinks it's L. So does Lingo. So does Procyon. So does Cetra. Well, Cetra's hoping that it's L. Diamond Ninja's hoping it's L. Running Kitten hoping it's L. Is Cetra taking an L and converting it into a W? Absolutely correct. Yes, it is L. And that last one then, Doot Doot Ash Ash, was the last wrong answer. And that is also for U umlaut, according to this, apparently. Maybe there's a duplicate there, but Doot Doot Ash Ash, again, a invalid answer for the international version. Oh, now we go and read through in reverse order from 27th place. We have Lacus Welt on 1500, Drew Dave Tom 2200, Poker Joker 2400, Naked Grandma 2400, ABB 2500, Diamond Ninja 2600, Adster 2700, JPB 3500, Oni 4300, Westerlator 4800, Dogfish 4900, Inisk 5100, Matt the Ref 6500, Cetra 6600, Lingo 6600, Jack Wilfred 6700, Puzzle Dan 6900. We Like Shape 6900, Milk Like Substance 6900, Luguru 7200, Connor 7200, Timor 7500, Coolio 8700, Royal Flush 9300, Car 7 9400, Carlo 9700, and Lucario, our winner, with 11,100 doots. Crazy game. Very well played, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that game there. Certainly, that was a very interesting set of boards to play with, some difficult ones to start with, and then there was a massive skew on board number 4, and then possibly a bit more of a skew on number 5, but a lot of fun nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed all of those. And now you know that we can do emoji and that we can do special sprite characters. Yeah, we could do picture boards in theory with that technology, bearing in mind. So if you've got sprites and want to do a picture board, we can possibly make that happen. Just saying is all. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Do stick around though, because we're going to quickly move on to the drawing for Time Shock. We need to do the Time Shock draw. So let me bring this up. Important announcement time, absolutely, because that is happening next week. Time Shock is happening next week. Yes, Time Shock Effrontery. Yes, Time Shock. Breaking news. So, those that weren't aware of what was going on, what we've been doing over the past week or so is we've invited those with the highest number of doots on the leaderboard, as was declared at the end of the Friday episode. And we've been asking them in turn whether they can appear on the game next Friday, which is going to be the special Time Shock. It's a Japanese game show. A hell of a lot of fun, and all a load of just crazy frenetic quizzing essentially, and a lot of technical things I need to deal with, which I'm going to be doing all of tomorrow, and hopefully fixing and getting it ready in time so we can at least preview all the questions, because there's lots of questions. So it's still loading. We'll get there eventually. So we now have 24 names down. We also have some backups just in case, but we do have 24 names ready to go for the main game. Let me bring this window over like this. Like that. Let me press the play button and let's reveal those 24 players. So the 24 players that we currently have lined up are Dogfish44, Ralph, Inca, Sly Dave, We Like Shapes, or I Like Shapes, Pumman Ben, Sapster, Jack Wilfred, Grunkle Squeaky, Topper1, Car 7th, Keshi Head, Hodders, Tipster, Clive of Legend, Proogs, Collar M27, Jerry, Shadowmane, John, Coolio, M. Clem, Adster, and Itogi. Those are our current 24 players. That might still change when it comes to the final stream itself, but those are certainly the 24 names we have down right now. So, the structure of the game is that you'll go into head-to-head matches in round number 1, and those that succeed in their head-to-head will advance to round number 2. Those that don't will go into the last chance route, which is later on in the show. And then those winners of each of those head-to-heads then put into groups for round number 2, in groups of 4. Winners of those then move over to round number 3, such and such and such. There are some last chance routes as well. And it's just a lot of fun. Head-to-head stuff. And then we get to the end, which is single player at a time, and you have to meet a certain criteria to continue playing in the game. So, we are now going to reveal and pick our matches. So, let me go to the correct thing. Modes, draw. Take off that and bring up that. So those are the empty slots that we are now going to fill up. And we're going to be sort of filling them up one matchup at a time. We're just going to very quickly do this draw. You can have a bit of chat afterwards, but this is going to be the draw for the first round of Time Shock. Let's start matching the players up. So, match number 1 in Group A will be Samster versus Coolio 1, 2, 2, 3. That is the first matchup in Group A. Heck of a matchup to start with, that is. What a matchup to start with. First one in Group B will be Topper1 Gaming versus Psy Guy Dave. That is the first matchup in Group B. Goodness me, that's a pretty big matchup as well. I mean, to be fair, all of them are, because these are sort of the top 24-ish Duke winners of Season 5, so they're all going to be big names. Lucario is not in the top 24 Duke winners, I'm afraid, so I'm afraid not. Even though they did incredibly well at 500 questions, they aren't a Duke leader, so unfortunately not in this pick. First matchup in Group C shall be Inca versus Matt Clemson. Inca versus Matt Clemson. That's going to be an interesting matchup as well, I feel. What are people's thoughts here? What are people's thoughts go so far here? Yeah, Inca versus Matt Clemson. Bad luck, Matt, says David. Okay, so that's the first of each group. Now let's go to the second of each group. So back to Group A now. The second matchup in Group A shall be Jack Wilfred versus Tipster. There you are, Tipster. There is your pick. You are against Jack Wilfred in Group A. So it does also mean then the winner of that matchup will face off with the winner of the first matchup there in Group A. So that's already quite a stacked Group A, must be said. That's already quite a stacked Group A as it stands. Good luck, Tipster, with that, I would say. Let's fill in match number 2 in Group B. Who is going to end up there? Clive of Legend versus Grunkle Squeaky. Clive with the very fast knowledge, Grunkle with the Grunkle logic. That could be an interesting matchup. And then with Top 1 and Ty Guy Dave, winner of that in the Group B round 2. That there is quite an interesting matchup. 500 questions was... no, that wouldn't have technically been last season. That would have been during Season 5, I guess. But anyway. The seasons are all blurry. The seasons are all blurry at this time. Grunkle Logic versus Clivy, indeed. Okay, let's fill up the final second matchup here in Group C this time. Proogs versus Cashy Head. Proogs versus Cashy Head. That's an interesting matchup. Especially with Inca and M Clem as well on the other side of Group C there. Oh, difficult. Hello, Ben. Ben is gifting a sub there to Running Kitten 113. It said the wrong alert again, but it was a gifted sub there. Gifting to Running Kitten. Thank you for the gifted sub there, Ben. That's amazing. Thank you for that. Okay. It certainly looks like Group C is becoming very much a Brothers Bar group at this point in time. Yes. Yeah, I'll notice that. I'll look at that in a moment, Lacus. Okay, so that's half of the matchups configured. Let's keep going there. Hello there, best person ever. Third match in Group A. It's quite a stacked group so far. Is it going to get even more stacked? Oh, heck. John versus Car 7th. That's a bit of stacking there. Well, Group A looks to be quite a formidable group so far. Oh, wow. Okay. So, that's what you look for to Group A so far. Group A is the group of death. Well, that's the thing, at least with Time Shock, there is a last chance route as well, even if you don't do well in the opening matchup. Group A looks formidable, and then there's me, says Coolio. No, Coolio, you're in the top 24-ish for a reason. You're in the top 24-ish for a reason. So, very well played, and we'll hope for the best for you in Group A. Third match in Group B, who will be there? Punman Ben versus Adster. Punman Ben versus Adster is the third matchup in Group B. Top One Gaming is saying Group B looks strong, and then there's me. Don't say that, Top One. Again, you're in the top 24-ish. Asta says, ooh. I'd say ooh as well. I guess I'll go smash a lobby to pieces in Tetrio. You're kind of happy that I'm not in here and just writing. Can all play Russian roulette to see who has to suffer my questions. I can just sit back and have a Snickers. That's always good, Oni. That's always good. Okay, third match in Group C shall be Ralph versus Dogfish. There's the Dogfish. There's the number one Duta. Ralph, another Brothers Bar, right? I would say Dogfish. Well, good luck, Group C, is what I'd say. Good luck, Group C. That is going to be a hell of a matchup there. So we are now down to 6 players unpicked so far. We have not had Shapes yet. We've not had Hodders yet. No, we've not had Hodders. We have not had Connor. We've not had Jerry. We've not had Shadowmane, and we've not had Itogi either. Those are the 6 not yet picked so far. Yep, Ralph and Dogfish is a bit of a matchup. Bit of a matchup there. So, let's fill up the final matchup in Group A. Who is filling up that final spot in Group A? Jerry Eris and Connor M27 is the final matchup in Group A. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Connor's not happy. You're up against Jerry in your opening match there. That is going to be one hell of a group to start with. One hell of a group. 4 left unpicked so far to fill up Group B and Group C. Taking the final matchup in Group B is We Like Shapes or I Like Shapes and Shadowmane. We Like Shapes and Shadowmane take the final spots in Group B. That's a yikes from Matt. That's an eat from Shapes. It's an ooh from Top of War Gaming as well, apparently. You feel like B round 2 is potential round two of Megadeth. And the final burning question, who's left and who's right for the final podium? Well, the final matchup, we know it's Itogi and Hodders. And it is in the order of Itogi on the left, Hodders on the right. Again, Hodders taking another Brothers Bar spot. Group C is pretty much the Brothers Bar group at this point. There's very little elsewhere for the Brothers Bar group. So there you are. That is the opening matchups for Time Shock next Friday. Again, let's go through them in group order. So match 1 in Group A is Samster versus Coolio. Match 2 is Jack Wilfred versus Tipster. Match 3 is John versus Car 7th. Match 4 is Jerry Eris versus Connor M27. Group B, match 1 is Topper 1 versus Shy Guy Dave. Match 2 is Cliver Legend versus Grunkle Squeaky. Match 3 is Pullman Ben versus Adster. Match 4 is I Like Shapes versus Shadowmane. And then Group C, match 1 is Inca versus Matt Clemson. Match 2 is Proogs versus Keshihead. Match 3 is Ralph versus Dogfish. And match 4 is Itogi versus Hodders. Those are the opening matchups. Good luck to you all next week. If you have any queries about any of the game, how it all works, do let me or Score or anyone that has familiar knowledge of the show know, and we will answer the questions as best we can. We will be doing some tech rehearsal-y stuff on the server over the next couple of days, hopefully. Some of it will require some very special Discord mangling, so lots of crazy stuff to do with that. But it'll all be fun. It'll all be fun. And I hope you're all looking forward to this experiment of doing a Japanese game show in English. You've read the Wikipedia page. You're hoping that's enough. We might, Matt, possibly, but we will see when we get there. I suppose we will see when we get there. But yeah, that's what you look forward to is that craziness. And you also have, where is it? Where's the other thing? You'll also have. He says, stalling for time. You'll also have this to look forward to. That is your wonderful 2-minute timer sound that you're going to be very familiar with by the end of the stream. Although I don't know if I'll actually pipe this audio directly to you when you're playing the game, but this is the 2-minute timer. So, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the Wipeout stream. I hope you're looking forward to Time Shock in a week's time. Don't forget we also have 15 to 1 on the Wednesday beforehand as well. Tomorrow, Ben is doing some Purge, if memory serves, and that is being sandwiched by some face-offs, the first 2 face-off matches of the Face-Off League. Sunday, I think Tipster's doing Pinnacle and other stuff, if all is well. Monday, Matt is back doing some Take It or Leave It. Tuesday, Ben is back doing some more of the classics. I'm back doing 15 to 1 on Wednesday. Quizzy Dan is back Thursday. We'll be doing the bingo, although he's also doing some streams every now and then in between as well. So not just next Thursday, but all sorts of other streams as well, whenever he can do so, because he now has a new job. And then I return next Friday with this crazy stuff of a game. So that's what we're going to look forward to in the next week. I hope you enjoy that as the final tension part of the music starts. At some point, Kenda, but I have this to deal with more pressingly in comparison to other things. So maybe next week I'll talk about it, but not right now. But thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Have a good weekend. Cut the red wire! I know, I will do. And I will see you next Wednesday for 15 to 1, next Friday for Time Shock. Goodbye.